Alrighty, Rue. Oh my god. I'd be surprised if anybody shows up to this, and honestly, I won't blame you. This is more for me than it is for anyone else, but I'm just trying to test this thing. Oh god, I already see people. Keith, he's late. Did anything? He already broke his new laptop. Yeah. Sam, let's go. You shouldn't be hyped about this. This will be the most boring thing that you've ever came to if you happen to stumble across what I'm doing here. But hello, everyone who is here. I think we see 4 people. So basically, here's the deal, right? This is what happened. So I found out that if you have a laptop, oh wait, I have to look up here. Okay, so I found out that if I have a laptop, it kind of opens up the doors into this whole streaming world. I didn't realize I've never owned a computer before. This is my first one, so I'm trying to just figure this out. And I usually, to learn things quicker, I like to just throw myself into the mess. So that's you guys are the mess today. So I appreciate it. Richie, congratulations on your first personal computer. Welcome to 1980. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So basically, we got this computer. So what I thought would be interesting is, well, the two things. So I guess one, I'm streaming from the phone. So like the phone is recording me right now, even though I'm looking at the laptop, which is like crazy. I don't even understand how this is working. And they're not even connected. It's called continuity camera. And then the other thing is, well, now I could have the good audio because the good audio can now connect to the phone. So hopefully you guys hear me as good as like anytime on a video. I don't know if that's working. And I don't think I'll be able to today because I couldn't figure it out. But my wife bought me this thing, which I thought was very, very cool. But it's, I don't know how you guys do it with your computers. It's like the worst, like laptops. Not talking like I'm separating phone and iPad, and then there's like laptop, right? Laptop is the worst thing in the world. I'm sorry, I don't know how you guys deal with it. There's like, oh, I have to download an app. I can't just go to an app store and download something. I'm in Chrome. I go to download the app for this Shure mic, and it's like, okay, then you have to accept permissions. Then you have to, make sure you log into the computer itself. Then like bring it over to the application on the screen, and then it'll show up in the bottom. And then there's a whole agreement list and everything. I'm like, this takes 2 seconds on a phone or an iPad. Like, why can't we speed this up on a laptop? I don't get it. So I'm trying to figure it out along the way. I got a pretty pink mouse yesterday on the recommendation of Calvi. Told me this is what I needed, so that's what I got. Chad, 20 minutes. Yo, what's popping? Keith, what kind of laptop did you get? And Richie said, yeah, M2 MacBook Air. So it's got the capabilities of everything, and the main reason why, the main capability and the reason I did this is because, well, apparently I can share my screen now. So I might attempt this, and maybe I'll dox myself or something. But let me see how this works. So if I hit present, I hit share screen. I think I can do this correctly. What's up, Sandshrew? Almost due for a new laptop, man. Yeah, I hear that. I don't know which one is the correct one. Chrome tab? I think I don't know which one's correct. This might be correct. I'm gonna try this. Staten Island Oprah. Oh God. Oh no. Staten Island Oprah. Let's go. What's up, Juan? Hey, let me inception you, Juan. Look at this. 50,000 of you. I'm almost, I like desktops with larger screens and full keyboards. Yeah, I don't know. See, like I'm already discombobulated. So let me see something. So you guys technically should be seeing this screen, I believe, right? Yeah. So if I wanted to type it, so then how can I do this? Can you guys still see me? Am I still on the screen right now? LOL, Sandstream. I'm gonna have to pull it up on the second phone. Let's see. I'm serious. If you guys want to leave, this is totally fine. I don't know. You don't even have to be here. There's no reason to be here. This is just gonna be a mess. I will look some stuff up. I think we'll probably talk about I would like to look at the Attune card a little bit more, the one that Matt Clausen kind of broke the news on. I wanted to look at a possible revamp of the Amex Green card, curve card news. So I kind of wanted to go into all that as well, just so you know what will happen. But this is I'm just trying to figure this out at first. So Keith said this is a fail, LOL. I feel like I'm watching my mom trying to use a computer. Okay, so you can see me. So I wonder, okay, cool. All right, so if I wanted to just type in, curve whatever. So you guys can see that, right? All right, and you can show the screen. Very nice. Let me just make sure it updates. This is a fail. Thanks, Keith. Look at that. That's pretty cool. How's the quality on that too, by the way? It kind of looks, I don't know, it doesn't look as good as it could. All right. So interesting. So that's how I do that. This is also, oh my God, this is ridiculous. This really is a fail. Thank you, Keith. Um, so so here versus, oh, so I guess here is if you have multiple people. Here is where you would want to do picture in picture. I wonder if I can make myself like bigger. Oh God, stop it, Keith. Stop making fun of me, man. Come on. I gave everybody the warning before they joined and are staying here. I said, everyone, this will be the one for the ages that you regret. Like you will not get this time back. Okay, so if I want to get rid of this, bam, now we're back to normal. Interesting. Okay, I think we got it. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna in just a second we'll do that. But first, JJ, what's going on, JJ? JJ, how's that Surpass treating you, man? How's that Hilton Surpass treating you? What's up, Anthony? Apply for any new cards, or when do you plan to? So I'm, it's funny. It's too bad. I should have done it last night, just so I could talk about it now. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to apply in the next few days for another ink cash. We gotta keep up the ink per quarter, man. We got to keep it going. So now that we just hit the spend on my wife's ink cash, and we got 80,000 points, probably gonna apply myself for another ink cash, and then hopefully, if everything makes sense, which it should, I should put me perfectly lined up until the end of the year, getting a chasing preferred, and we'll end the year out probably with maybe close to 500,000 Hyatt points, I think, if I do it right. Because right now, I just spent 60,000 in Charleston. I still have about 210K Hyatt in my accounts. She's got 80,000 Chase, which will eventually be Hyatt. And then we'll hit 100K ink preferred, 80K after spend, whatever on the ink cash. So yeah, we'll be closing in on a good amount, total earned, 500K. And then I'll probably end up a little over 400K, which that'll help, that'll help. Juan, Control Alt Delete. What about you, JJ? You getting anything? Only need like 700 more to hit my bonus. LOL. 700 more. Oh, nice. On the so of the 3K spend on the Surpass. Cool, man. Got to figure out where you're going to use that free night certificate. Okay, so it looks like you people are in here for the long haul, I guess. So I guess we could start figuring this out. So what news should we go over first? What are you guys interested more in first? Curve news, the Curve card kind of being discontinued, the Wells Fargo Attune card. We could even do a credit Reddit live. How fun would that be? Oh my God, making fun of some people on credit Reddit. That'd be great. And then maybe a possible Amex Green revamp, something like that. That would be interesting. I just hope I'm doing this all right. Keith asks, how was your Hyatt stay? Luke was disappointed in his recent Park Hyatt stay. So that is, so I'm actually, I edited like 35% of it this morning. So that should be that'll be done, and I'll upload it tomorrow, whatever, about the whole stay. And I recorded on site. But okay, so this is basically my first impressions of Globalist, having now experienced it, because Sean Lane, we know and love him, gave me a guest of honor award. And what that does is, if you guys aren't familiar, guest of honor gives you Globalist benefits for up to a 7-day stay. So I did that. I did that for a 4-day, 3-night stay in Charleston. And it is a destination brand, Category 5 Hyatt. And I have never had this low level of service in my entire life. I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, I'm Globalist. I'm coming in hot. And people are going to be like, whoa, like, how did you do that? You stay in 60 nights at a Hyatt, like, treated like royalty, which is what I expected, like how I got treated at the Waldorf, right? But, it's no Waldorf. So basically what ended up happening was we went in, we walked into the front desk, and we talked to this guy, and he was cool. He was very, very cool. And I asked him, well, the thing is, when you go to these things, like if I do FHR properties, right? If I book through Fine Hotels and Resorts with the Platinum, when you walk up to the desk, without fail so far, they're supposed to give you all your benefits. Like, with that program, like, thank you so much for booking fine hotels or resorts. You're a valued member, customer. And here's a layout of all the things you're getting. You're getting $100 experience credit. You're getting daily breakfast for two. I already upgraded your room, something like that. And they make you feel like you have high status. And I've gotten that at Marriott's, Hilton's, and Hyatt's. I've stayed at those properties for FHR. So I've got a decent amount of experience with how they treat you when you book through that program. And it's good. But this Hyatt stay, like no one, they didn't say anything about globalist. They didn't thank me for being a globalist. They didn't care that I was globalist. I had to ask them after, I think I asked the first guy, or maybe the following day, I asked them, what are the benefits that we get with this stay? Oh, no, I did ask the guy. I asked him the benefits for the first day. And he was like, basically, the only thing that you have is these breakfast vouchers. And if you guys are familiar, globalist, as per the writing and what people tell us, is you're supposed to be getting free breakfast with gratuity included, so tip included. That's just what I expected, and because I never done it before, and now I've done it. So now having, so when I talk to him, he says, "Oh, you get coupons. We give you coupons every day of your stay, and for up to two people in your reservation." So I got $50, 25 each. Per day. And then he was like, actually, we ran out of the other coupons because we needed 6 total for the 3 nights that we're staying there. So I was like, okay, just give me the 2 vouchers. That's fine. He was like, come down tomorrow and I'll give you the other ones. And remember that, because it actually comes into a play in a second. So then I asked him, I was like, hey, so we have like globalists for this stay, would you be able to get any room upgrades at all? Like, I'm trying to get something that's nice. I'm trying to get like a nice stay. Not every day you get to be globalist, right? So I'm trying to live at large. And he was like, and he says, I'll be right back. And he walks away, and do I have it? Where is it? I actually don't know. I'll use this as a guess. But he says he came back over and he was like, do you like some wine? He's like, do you like wine? So I was like, yeah, man, I love wine. That's great. And then we went over and I picked up, it was like Pinot Grigio. I'm not sure where it is. It's somewhere here. And he gave that to me. Didn't make any mention afterwards of the room upgrade. He didn't. My thought in my mind at that moment was he's just trying to give me some sort of a gift to get me out of his hair because there's no room upgrades available, and they want to make globalists, they want to make sure that there's a good experience. So that was my thought. Then I actually learned from Sean and actually JP Knowledge that not everyone acts the same. Sometimes you actually can have like a gift, like a welcome gift, almost how Marriott talks about when you have the highest levels, like, oh, welcome gift, but we never hear about it. So I'm guessing that was a welcome gift, which was, Pinot Grigio, $15 bottle of wine, which is cool. Not too bad. And then, I don't know, long story short, they ended up saying like, oh, valet is not, it's not covered. And from what I've heard and read, valet is covered under globalist. They're like, no, it's not covered. So I'm like, oh my God, now I got to pay what, $70 or whatever. It was like $35 a day. So, depending on how many nights you're staying. So I was like, is this going to be like 70 for the total? I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like, why am I even globalist right now? Until I found out that asking Sean, he was like, okay, if the property has its own, like it owns the parking, this is good to know because I didn't know this, but if the property owns their own parking lot and the people who are doing valet, they work for Hyatt. They're not just like a separate company, because I've been to some Hiltons that it's a separate company, or some Hyatt's a separate company that owns it. And so if it is owned by the resort, or sorry, owned by the Hyatt property, then yes, okay, then it will be waived. But they didn't make it waived for me. So what I did was I went and I complained. I went up, I was like, okay, so like as per the terms and conditions of globalist, it's supposed to be covered. And luckily, the person who knew the most about anything at this stay, he was like, you're absolutely right, I'm going to take that off. So he took it off, and then we were good. However, one thing I did learn as well was that if the property is classified as a resort, they don't have to guarantee you the late checkout. From what I understand, any other property with globalist, you have guaranteed 4 p.m. late checkout, much like how the FHR property and some of those other programs work at now MasterCard luxury program. So what I didn't realize that. So that was a resort property, destination brand. I believe all of them are resorts. I could be wrong, but I believe they all are. And they said that, yeah, they said they can't guarantee 4 p.m. checkout. And, they couldn't even give me anything. It was like 11 a.m. checkout, and you couldn't even give me like an hour. You couldn't even give me a half hour. They're like, we are so booked. There's nothing we can do. And I get it. But come on, your first time globalist walking through who happens to have a YouTube channel. I mean, they didn't know that, but, it's just that would have been nice, but I didn't really care. So what we did was, because at this point, there was already a lot of things that happened at this property. So Wild Dune, Sweetgrass Boardwalk and Inn. Amazing property, amazing layout, amazing business. Everything was built with a purpose, but the service was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Everybody who worked there was pretty much 21 years old or younger. And I believe, of that generation, they I don't know. They just they don't know what matters yet. They don't know what matters yet. And what matters to us is that we're treated with status, man. Come on. So basically, they didn't honor it like anything. They didn't make you feel welcome. They made it seem like everything was boring. And there's a lot of different things that I talk about in the video, but the level of service was really low. And then at that point where they were kicking us out at 11, which not kicking us out, I get it. But I was like, all right, screw this. We're using this property as much as we want. So I went back to the valet. I realized there were Tesla chargers there. So I was like, screw this. And I went and parked it myself at the Tesla charger. I became the valet during this whole stay because they just weren't available and they were too slow. So I was like, I'm getting in the car, and I parked the valet. So I was valet. And then I said, all right, let's go to the beach. And eventually we actually found out you could just use the resort for the rest of the day. It doesn't matter. But for a quick moment, I was like, all right, we're beating them, right? So we just went on the beach. And I love that. I love that the property actually is, we were at the Boardwalk Inn, and you can walk through the breakfast place of the hotel towards this, literally a boardwalk. And in between the boardwalk to the beach and the hotel, there's these residences. So like they actually, I guess, sublet like condos that people can rent for this property. I guess that's the idea with destination brands. It's supposed to be your whole life can be there. So you walk past that and you go to the beach side, and there's like a restaurant there, and it's very, very cool. And would you believe the freaking beach chairs? I don't know if you guys experienced this, but the beach chairs on the beach are all paid. They're all paid. And I looked online, and like $100 a day. Scratch that. Like, I think it was like, I don't know, like 30 a day for the chair, and then you had to pay another 30 a day for the umbrella. But every chair has an umbrella, and I'm like, I'm not paying that. Screw that. So I was like, you know what? There's nobody even over at this section. So we just walked over and we just took the chairs for the 3 days. But it would have been like $300. Who's paying that? So I don't know. It's a mixed bag with that one. It's everything I hoped it would be. It was everything I hoped it would be as far as like beach and quiet and giving my wife that kind of relief, whatever. The level of service was not there. It was not there. So I left a bad review hoping to get comments, and they said, we'll reach out to you shortly, and they haven't reached out yet. So I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. And I may go into it a little bit more, but I'm realizing I'm missing things talking. John R. What's poppin', man? Just came home from Ted Gym and grocery store. Let's go. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, hell yeah. John's always killing it. Always going to the gym. Always getting the healthy foods. Always coming in hot. Appreciate that, man. Great channel, by the way, too. And hitting more videos, hitting 1,000 views. You're really resonating with the people. I love it. So keep killing it, man. And thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. John, thank you so much. Hola, mi gente. Joe Berto back here with another video. It's working, mi gente. You look fire. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Let me see. Hell yeah, Tyree. We might do Grand Reddit Live. That'd be fun. We might do that in like a few minutes. JJ, any recommendations for Boston? Hyatt Boston for 20K or Hilton Boston back by for 75K? I wanted to book that Hilton Boston when I was there. It's definitely a nicer place than I stayed in. So, but it's 75K for the Hilton Boston. That's a little too much. If you want cheaper and not too far from downtown, we stayed at the Hilton. It's WOBURN, Woburn, and it was nice. I thought it was fairly nice. They have the Matador, I think, is on-site restaurant, and they have an indoor pool. And this is like a few years ago now, but I would say it wasn't bad. And I think it was only a 30-minute drive to Boston downtown. A little bit more for Salem. So I definitely I like the Woburn, and I think it was like 35K a night or 30K a night. It's pretty cheap, but it was a little more upscale than any other regular Hilton that's out there, Garden and what have you. But I did want to stay at that Hilton Boston, but it was a little expensive even back then. Although the Hyatt Boston's interesting. I have to look that up. I'm not really sure. Let me see. Keith said, check out Reddit and Flyer Talk for globalist reviews on each hotel. Not all Hyatts are the same. Yeah, and that's what I learned. That's definitely what I learned. I mean, it makes sense because not all Hiltons are the same, but at least more specifically when you're dealing with status, more so is it going to come more into play. Like, are you going to get certain credits, for breakfast, or how much is that going to be? Is valet covered? Can you get 4 p.m. late checkout? Something like that. So for sure. And actually you could find it all in the fine print. At first I thought they were going to fight with me and be like, no, we're not honoring that. But so I went all the way into the fine print. I have it somewhere here. And I redlined everything. I got underlined and made a box around all of the sections where it says everything's included. Actually included this stay itself. Actually, ping out. So you said, what resort was it? What resort is this? This is the Wild Dunes Sweetgrass Inn and Boardwalk Inn in Charleston, South Carolina. Is the story that I'm sharing with you guys. So I literally found it in the terms and conditions. This Wild Dunes Sweetgrass Inn, whatever, not the vacation rentals, none of that, includes the breakfast and everything like that. So I was like, if they're ready to fight, man, I'm ready. I got the terms and conditions pulled up. I will be that guy. All right. But it helps you learn a lot, along the way, I guess. Calvi couldn't get the mic to work. Man, I'm telling you, like, these freaking computers, I gotta download an application and doesn't let me, download the application. I don't know. It didn't make sense to me. And then it was like, oh, what mic do you have? And none of them are listed in the one that I have. So I'm not really sure. Now I know to avoid. Thanks. Like I said, I won't say avoid it. Like, we will probably go back because the points price is only $20K a night. And I love where it is. Like, it's one of the few places that has access to a private beach. And it's very quiet, very tame, it's safe area. So I like that we could walk in, forget status. I want the lowest status when I go there. I don't want to expect anything. The breakfast was amazing too. The food was amazing. And I love that you can walk straight to the beach and it's cool. So I wouldn't avoid it if you have the expectation that it is for a peaceful beach time with whoever, your significant other or yourself. And there's also like a little community built into it. So like there's different restaurants all throughout the community you can walk through. Coastal Crust is very, very good. It's a pizza place. And so we got pizza and wine and I think it's pronounced gnocchi. Very, very good. So I definitely recommend it for that. The food's good. The area is good. Just don't expect service. That's it. John R., my honor, brother. Thank you for the shout out. I appreciate it, man. No, thank you, sir. Go subscribe. Hit like and sub on Anthony's channel. No, don't do that. Not for this type of entertainment. William Carpenter. Is that the what is that? Is that the Brooklyn Bridge over there? I stayed at the DoubleTree Boston, and it's a DoubleTree, but it's a really nice stay. Again, not all Hiltons are created equal, for sure. Did you get your free cookies? Just make sure you get the free cookies, man. All right, cool. So let me see here. I really want to do this. I'm so nervous, man. I'm so nervous to like do the share screen thing and try to figure it out. Because I think I got it set up now to where I can do it correctly. But you never know. Maybe I messed something up. I'm like, ooh. John says, if you stay at any hotel and expect the worst and hope for the best, you will never be disappointed. Yeah, man. Expect the worst, hope for the best, and be ready for a surprise. And I will say one other thing. Okay, one other thing on this place. Charleston. Okay, so this is in the Isle of Palms section of Charleston. So if you look at Charleston, you have like, I actually don't even know if Hilton Head is considered Charleston because it's actually a little bit away. I don't think it is. It's like an hour away, isn't it? So it's like Hilton Head, and then I think you have like Myrtle Beach, and then you have Charleston, then you have Isle of Palms. So we were like all the way over here in Isle of Palms, and I don't know. Like we were talking about it. We were like, I'm from New York. And I was a driving teacher, and I talked to 50 million people in my day-to-day life. All right, and I understand everybody, and I can usually read people fairly well. That's my one claim that I'm like, okay, I did drive lessons, people, or whatever, but I couldn't read anybody at this place. Everybody seemed like they wanted to fight or something. Like their face was so neutral, and the words that came out of my mouth were so incongruent with their face. It just nothing made sense to me. And it was funny because I talk about it in the video and I recorded right after. But we went to this place called Hudson Market. So if you go there, avoid it. The guy who worked there, he looked like he was out of what is it called? 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler. Is that Drew Barrymore? Is that who that is? I don't know. 50 First Dates, and he was like the most. Everything was conflicting. Everything that he said. So eventually, so I went up to him. I was like, I have these coupons. Can I use them? And he's like, you can only use them for breakfast. He's like, and breakfast just ended. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. He says, all right, so do you want breakfast? Literally within the same second, he was like, you can't use, he was like, that's only could be used for breakfast. He was like, all right, so you want breakfast? So I was like, all right, can I get, that? And he was like, we only have this on the menu. It was like one thing out of everything on the breakfast menu. And I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. That's what I wanted anyway. Okay, cool. Then he was like, for you, miss, to my wife. And she was like, I don't know, coffee. I don't know how you order coffee, but can I have a coffee? And he's like, coffee machine's down. And then a second goes by and says, all right, so what do you want in your coffee? I was like, we were like, what? And then we were like, all right, so coffee is available? He's like, oh, only iced coffee, actually. And everything was so conflicting and confusing. Everything. None of it made sense. And then he like forgot the order, and then they had to put the food in the oven. I just never felt more confused in my life. And he was talking so fast, which I thought I talked pretty fast, but he was much faster, and I couldn't understand what he was saying. So I was like, what is going on here? So I realized something on this trip was the places that were owned by the hotel itself had the worst service, and the places that were affiliated, just by paying rent, what have you, like Coastal Crust, were the best. It was the best service. So a little bit weird. Richie, why are you nervous, Anthony? What don't you want us to see? I don't know, man. I'm just, I've also haven't been solo in a while. It's a little weird, right? I don't have anybody to bounce off of. I used to do this only solo, right? Maybe he had to work on his day off. But no, that's the thing, Andre. Like, he didn't seem like he was in a bad mood. He seemed like normal. Like, he seemed everything was fine. It's just the words coming out of his mouth were all conflicting with the last sentence. Like, I didn't understand what he was saying. Keith, good to know. I wanted to send my parents to Wild Dunes as a guest of honor. They took my sister and myself as children to Wild Dunes. I'll probably avoid it. I will just say, just expect, the only thing you could expect greatness from with the guest of honor is, yes, the valet is waived, but you might have to fight with them. And then the breakfast was fantastic. I think it was the best pancake she ever had, and it's overlooking one of the pools. So, and that was totally covered. And actually, I don't know if I was supposed to do this, but like I said, they only give you $50 in coupons. And the total bill ended up being like $66, and then whatever the tip would have been. So I was just like, all right, I'm just going to drop 3 of my coupons down. So I did, and that covered the entire thing. So they allowed me to use 3 coupons. I guess I could have used all 6 if I wanted to. Like, if the whole family went, cool. Also, they don't keep track of anything. So like the first day I told you guys, they gave the 2 coupons and like, oh, ask the next day for more. So I went down and I was like, can I just have more coupons for my entire stay? And they just gave me 6 more. So I basically got 2 extras that I wasn't supposed to get, but I could have just went down again the next day and just said, hey, can I have they said they were all out, so you can kind of beat them like that if you're trying to be crazy. John R., are you sure you were not in a Twilight Zone? I don't know. For a moment, it did feel like, wait, that's the Twilight Zone, right? It's to serve man. When the aliens came down and they were like, to serve man, they're coming to help us. And then they realized, like, oh no, they're actually coming to kill us. They're coming to eat us, to serve man on a platter. It was maybe a little bit like that, I would say. Just a little bit, maybe. All right. So let's see what we can do here. Let me see. If I press this, do you guys still see me? Because if so, that's actually pretty cool. I'm actually clicked away from the screen right now. So I'm trying to see if you guys can still see me. I think so. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. Because I'm typing things in. I want to see if I can find this info here. So I'm trying to find this whole deal. I love how you can't find it on anything but email. I might just have to say screw it. Let's go with the easier one then. Still see nothing changed. Thank you, Keith. let's do this. 1 second, I'm sorry. As I learn this, I'm gonna have to really. I'm gonna get better at this, I swear. I mean, I guess I could just show you guys what I'm doing, right? Why not? All right, let's do this. Share the screen. Boom. Oh, Richie said, I just educated Josh Gable on The Simpsons to Cook Humans parody of that. Oh, wow. Damn. That's funny. I didn't know they did a parody. All right, so you guys should be able to see this. So I typed in a tune card because I just kind of wanted to, because I watched like half of, sorry, I shouldn't even admit that. Sorry, Matt. I watched half the video and then I went to do some. So I do this usually. So I watched half, but I wanted to kind of look through everything it had, and look at this. Look at everybody talking about the Wells Fargo Attune card, baby. We got Ben Hedges killing it with the, is that the Gene? No, not Gene Simmons. That's Kiss. What was the? Why do I always forget? Who's the aerobics guy? Made a ton of money. Gene. What the hell's his name? I can't remember. He's looking like that though. We got my sister Jazzy Venture in the house. Got Proud Money. Where's Matt's though? Where's Mr. Clausen's? Hello? Come on, he's got a pop. We got Sebi here. Richard Simmons. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. What is this? Oh no, we're gonna have to petition. Matt Clausen's, he was like the first to this, man. He should be the top of the list here. That's a little. Oh, even traveling on everyday spend. Davion, man, you hit that up too? I wonder if maybe if I hit view all. I don't see him. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so what's the deal with this card? So everyone's saying it's like a health card, it's a fitness card. Wow, this is so cool. I can't believe I can actually share my screen now. This is crazy. Thank you guys for being here along for this weird stream. We'll make sure to streamline this in the future. So the Wells Fargo Attune card. All right, so earn $100. Let's see. Can I do that? Oh, cool. Earn $100 cash rewards bonus when you spend $500 and purchase the first 3 months. Cool. Plus, Wells Fargo will donate $50 to Capital Link, a nonprofit, when you qualify for a $100 cash rewards bonus. I wonder how you qualify for that. Interesting. Might have to figure it out. Take care of yourself and the world around you. So I guess, is that the idea with Attune? Like be attuned with yourself, with be attuned with your body. Okay. So 4% back on self-care. So restoring at a spa or lifting at the gym, fitness and wellness purchases are now more rewarding. Interesting. Huh. So spa, huh? I mean, I can imagine there's a lot of places for folks, especially for your significant others. They might want to go to the spas and get 4% back. Otherwise, I mean, what do you really? I mean, what's the other card that does that? It's like it's green. There's some other health. Is it like an E? I think there's like an E name in there. I'm not sure. Evermore? No. What the hell is that? I'm not sure. Keith. See, what's interesting is I can't actually bring your stuff up unless I go back to it. So I could just kind of see. I didn't see 4% back on turkey burgers. Don't get the card. Honestly, the gym is cool though. I mean, we don't have many cards that give us gym memberships. The World of Hyatt's giving you what, 2? I think it's giving you like 2x, but of course that's just one added to that, and I really haven't done that. I haven't done that yet myself, even though we have the card. Select sports, recreation, and entertainment. Singing along at a live event or seeing the latest movie, earn cash awards for experiences. So is this like the encroaching upon, Savor, Capital One Savor card in kind of the entertainment category? Is it? Oh, we can actually go down. Can we see how broad all of this is? Planet-friendly purchases. Huh. Okay, wait. I'm going to have to come back to this. I want to see the full brunt, and then we'll see what everything is here. The black card gives you Equinox. Oh, man. Taking taking public transportation, charging your EV. So that would be cool for me. Well, actually, not anymore. Charging at the hotel. Shopping at select thrift stores. I mean, do thrift stores have their own code that would make sense at? Interesting. I wonder, does TJ Maxx is that considered a thrift store? Or maybe even a Big Lots, because they get a lot of hand a hand me down stuff from what I understand. I wonder. And then making planet friendly purchases. Huh. This is like that gravity card or whatever, the zero gravity card, where it's like, oh, we have no carbon footprint. Jacob, oh, where do you charge your EV? Let's just say, hotels typically have EV charging right now for free, and who's to say you're not staying at the hotel. So we'll usually do that. We'll do that every now and again if I can. If not, then just the Tesla supercharger. If I can. You also got 0% APR for 12 months from account opening on purchases. Okay. I could see some people interested. However, I wonder if people will even figure it out that this card exists, other than from like people like us. Anthony borrows electricity from Hilton. Yeah, no, actually, not just Hilton. I don't discriminate. I'll go to Hyatt's if they have it. I'll go to Choice Hotels if I have to. I will. Now, is this a MasterCard Elite card? That's all I really care about nowadays. It's like if I can get a MasterCard World Elite card, we'll be sitting pretty. MasterCard through. Let's see. Can we just click on this? ID theft. Hello? I'm not sure. I'd love to know where we can actually see that. Maybe we'll figure it out along the way. But I kind of want to see this fine print here. I wanted to see. So what's the deal here? Yeah, like I love how they don't tell you. Wells Fargo will donate $50 to Capital Link when you qualify for it. Donate a minimum of $250K. God, I really have to learn how to do this. 4-piece, blah, blah, blah. Select sports entertainment. So gardening and floral stores, campground, sports supplies. Oh, this right. I did hear this from Matt Clausen. Movie theaters, live shows. Movie theaters, eh? Live shows, sporting events, amusement parks. Amusement parks, huh? Could Disney code as that? Does Disney code as amusement parks? Do you guys know? I would have to look back at my transactions. But hey, man, if you get 4% back on some Disney park tickets, that would be cool. That would be cool. Isn't there? I mean, theoretically, if you go through undercover tourists, I think 99% of the time that'll code as travel agent, and that'll get like 3x back on the travel category for the CSR. I think that, and so that's kind of, I mean, if that is right, then that kind of blows this 4% out of the water, unless, of course, if you transfer points over and whatnot. Pet supplies, that's pretty big. Now they have this freaking cat. Going to PetSmart, forget it. That's 120 a month, something like that. So if you can get 4% on that, not bad. Grooming. Now we talking. Oh, this is pet. Oh, so pet grooming, eh? Interesting. But if anybody, you guys know how to save a little bit of money on grooming. You don't want to go to the big places. You just kind of find the person with the truck that comes by. Like we used to have a place growing up. There was this guy, Kevin, and his business was called All Dogs Go to Kevin. And they would come by, and he would come by with his van, and he would what do you call it? Shore. He would groom the dog. And it was fairly cheap from what I understand. Self-care gym memberships, massages, hair and nail salons. Okay, not bad. Planet-friendly purchases. Okay, so this is, I heard this. So EV charging alone. So you're not doing gas stations. So they don't even want to be tied to. They want to just be a pure green movement. I see. Interesting. Secondhand stores. See, I want to know if that's like TJ Maxx. I mean, screw the TJ Maxx card, right? Why would you even waste your time? I mean, I get it. Like what, TJ Maxx 5, but isn't it locked into their own currency or just cashback statement credit? I'm not really sure. If so, a variable currency like this would be a lot better. How you guys like this so far? Is this interesting? Is this cool to go through? Like I said, I've never done this, so I understand if you leave. I appreciate it. Just tip the waitress on the way out, and I'm not the waitress. It's okay. Let me see what else we got here. I wonder, would it be better if I? Oh God, I don't have a touch screen. How do you zoom in on a computer like this? Do you guys know? Like you can't just I can't just there's no touch screen, which is like ridiculous. I don't know. Do I have to Oh, I could just create a QR code like that. Wait, create QR. Interesting. Pingasso, what'd you say? So I wonder, can I do this real quick? Like if I just go boom. Okay, nice. Small break. And stupid me, I installed a wall charger at my house. Should have gone to the hotel. What an idiot. So kidding. No, I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, I don't know what charger you have. I don't know if you have the standard. I know 110 volt doesn't exist since the 70s or 80s, apparently, something like that. So 120 volt charger, if it's a 120 volt, you're pretty much going to be as fast as, or actually, am I wrong? No, I think the 120 volt will be 5 miles an hour. I think if you do the 240 line, then it'll be like 30 miles an hour. So if you have the 240 line, then okay, maybe. But the thing is, you have to go to the hotel, right? You got to go there. And for me, I just sit there. Luckily, I do everything from the office, the car. So I can sit there for 8 hours and film a video, cut a video, edit a video, and by the time I'm done, car charges. So it's fine. But there are a lot of times, like if I could plug in here, it'd be great. I'm on the third floor. I've been thinking about like plugging into the wall outlet and just like put it down to the third floor. Oh wow, put it down to the to the third floor, and to the first floor, and then plug the car in. But the convenience is what you're pretty much paying for at the house, I think. I mean, unless you don't care, and you have like a sibling or a wife or whoever, husband, who can just like you pull up to the hotel, because I've seen this. Now that I'm there all the time, I see what happens. People plug in their car, their Tesla or other EV, and they'll have their friend pick them up and drive them back home. And they'll come back like 8 hours later, and then I'm watching them. Okay, so pinch the trackpad. Okay, thank you, fellas. Will and Rich. Okay, I'll try that. Yo, Mr. Venture X, how goes it? What's up, Woodsy? I was just talking about your favorite hotel. The Wild Dunes, man. The Wild Dunes. I was talking about that a little bit before. But what's popping? All right, let's go back to this so I can figure out this. So pinch the trackpad. I'm pinching it. Wait, this, right? You pinch this. How do you do it? I don't know. I'm president. I don't know. I can't figure it out. Or the trackpad. Do you mean on the? Do you mean on the computer? No. Oh God, I can't figure this out. I'm an idiot. Woodsy, how'd you like it, or is that coming up? It was all right. I kind of went pretty heavy the first like 20 minutes. The first 20 minutes I kind of went in. Basically, long story short, service was horrible, but the property itself was great. That was kind of it. But I'll talk to you after the fact, kind of more in depth about it. But Keith, I have a 50 amp charger. I get 10 kilowatts per hour at home. Okay, not bad. The three dots, William Carver, Anthony, the trackpad. I'm trying to figure out the trackpad. This is it. Is this not a trackpad? This is a trackpad, isn't it? The three dots in the top right hand of the brown. Oh, can I do that? Oh, I've seen people do that. Oh, thank you. Nice. That should be a better viewing experience. I apologize, everyone. Okay, let me see 150. Oh, God. I really appreciate everyone being here for my first time doing this. It does actually means a lot to me. MacBook, Anthony, press Option Command B. All right, I'm good. I'll do it the way Keith did. I like that. That was pretty easy. Okay, cool. So wait, I just saw something here that I wanted to summary. World Elite MasterCard, baby. Let's go. So does this card have an annual fee? There's no annual fee. Yeah. So I mean, as you guys might have heard, I've been talking about it in the Discord. I've been talking about it in Calby's or Joe's live stream. I'm kind of making a push right now. And I'm trying to make a push towards MasterCard and their MasterCard World Elite, I should say, and their concierge service blows Amex out of the water, and even Visa a little bit. Visa's still on like the same level, but I think MasterCard has better options. So like concierge, like I'm basically building out a plan. You heard it here first. I'm basically building out a plan that will, unfortunately, destroy the platinum card. And I know I love the platinum card, but doing that concierge video really made me realize like you can kind of have everything that the Platinum card offers with the World Elite MasterCard for no annual fee. If you have this Attune card, you have the built card, you have the Saver One, you have a Freedom Flex. Concierge is better. I'm going to very, very soon test out the luxury hotel program, which is like the FHR equivalent. And if I can get that done, if I get the same value out of MasterCard luxury hotels as FHR program, it's all over. It's all over. I mean, I have Uber from Amex Gold. Cool. I don't need more of that. Saks, nobody values Saks. Airline incidental fee credits, sure, some people value, but most people are a little more annoyed with that. Entertainment credits, sure, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I like my Peacock or what have you. But I think for most people, if I could just figure out the FHR, figure out the concierge, which concierge is figured out. If I can figure out the FHR substitute, that's huge. It's a big blow. And then again, lounges. Lounges is the remaining component. If I can figure out a card that can own, or at least encompass most of lounges that you need, then forget it, man. Platinum, we can destroy the Platinum this year. If I can figure it all out, I don't know, and save money and maybe do more stays. I don't know. We'll see. I'm interested though. I'm excited. Woodsy, just get the CSR. No. All right, maybe. You never know. It's very possible. You never know. I'm the same way, JJ. The service could make me not want to go back to a property. Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of how it felt. Woodsy said, just because you did signature visa, the infinite visa, I say, had a better experience than you did. Oh, good to know. Good to know. Interesting. Yeah. And somebody was saying that the Ritz concierge is its own separate, like, in-house program that's outside of, I guess, the standard Visa Infinite concierge. So that's something to possibly test. I'm gonna have to get with somebody who's got a Ritz. I mean, not like that. Not get with people like that, but you never know. Anyway, so scroll up and you can see category details and click the down link. It'll open up details and examples of companies that qualify. Oh no, this is gonna be a problem. I can't. How am I gonna see this? Category details. People are gonna get mad now. I mean, can I just hit like learn more? Oh no, it's gonna take me down there again. Back to content. Guide to benefits. Wait, is this just whatever? Oh no, this phone is dying over here. I'm not gonna be able to see. That's right. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to see chat normally. Oh no. Might have to get something to plug that phone in. What is all this crap? Oh, I'm just kidding. All right, so the phone stuff. Yeah. We have other people that talk about these things. Auto rental collision damage waiver. All your good MasterCard stuff. Interesting. It's covered. See, this is actually where not here because we're kind of in MasterCard news, but some of these fine details is where you'll kind of find some interesting stuff, which I'm actually trying to find what Keith was talking about. The details. Yeah, where's the details? I want to see. For additional oh, can I just wait, I don't want to do that. Concierge lifestyle. Recycled, really? Made out of recycled plastic. Oh, interesting. Okay, can I hit the 2? What's the impactful? No, it just brings me back here. Man, what the hell? Why make it so hard? I mean, I know why, but yeah, I'm not missing something here. There's no button other than MasterCard terms. Unless this is something. Bonus eligibility. Okay. Gotcha. Got it. All right. I got it. Yeah, revitalizing your well-being. Cool. Okay, so cool. Self-care, 4% back. You'll be getting 4% back on beauty and barbershops, gym memberships, fitness studios. So hopefully, yoga studios. My wife wants to, do that. That's cool. That'll be good to know. Although, most of the time they'll have yoga studios in gyms now, but not as good. Health and beauty spas, massage parlors, Cool. Now, is this, I don't know if I could see or if anybody knows, is this going to be only US or is this around the world? Like, I don't know if you guys watch that guy Xiaoma, but he's doing like head massages in India, in Pakistan. He's doing head massages out there. So, is that code? It's 4%? Who knows? How far will we go with Wells Fargo? Beauty and barbershops, health spas, massage. Okay, so, okay, here's the businesses. Brow art, core power yoga. Yeah, it does. Wow, I could have just read, right? Palm Beach, Palm Beach tan, not bad. And supercuts. Everybody's got to go to supercuts. Black Swan yoga, Soul Cycle. Who's got Soul Cycle? Don't you CSR folks got Soul Cycle? Got something on there. LA Fitness. Wait a second. Oh, these are just examples, right? Yeah, there's no way it's going to be. I was about to freak out. I'm like, ain't nobody going here. Purchases, blah, 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 sports. Okay, let's see what sports. Create and collect. Oh my God. See, like, CSR had Peloton. Someone's got Soul Cycle. Is it Built? I think Built's got the Soul Cycle deal. So create and collect, artist supply, camera, photographic supply stores, hobby, toy, and game shops. Game shops. There you go, John. Hit them up. Hit up the game shops, baby. Okay, so hobby. So, that'd be funny if Hobby Lobby doesn't work. That'd be interesting. I guess, what are the other hobby places? What, Michael's up in the north? Actually, right over here too. Maybe Toys R Us. Toy, really? Like, would a toy, like, oh no, isn't Toys R Us kaput now? We don't have Toys R Us anymore, I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. But if you can go to toy stores and get stuff for your kids, like, that's good to get 4% back on. Photo finishing and photo developing. Damn, we still doing that? Sewing, needlework, fabric, and piece goods store. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to Whatnot. I would love to go to Whatnot. Oh, Etsy. Sorry, I don't know if I'm screaming in the mic. But if Etsy codes, now that's kind of big. Etsy's kind of big. I don't know if you guys are dealing with Etsy nowadays, but Etsy's kind of big. All right. Like, you cannot find you have the most unique and eclectic things on Etsy that you can possibly find. If you want things customized for you, if I want to say get Joe Barreto for his birthday an Hola mi gente sign and neon letters behind him, and I want to put the credit connection, all these things, I can get that at Etsy. And if I can get 4% back, I mean, come on. That's not bad, especially if I think there was some sort of conflict with Sebi and Matt Clausen, the two great minds. Apparently, I think Sebi said that it can't be transferred, these cashbacks points, over to the Autograph and Journey or whatever these ones. But Matt says you should be able to because of active cash and all these different things. So let's just say Matt's right. And you can transfer. I mean, 4% on Etsy, which is like a lot of Christmas gifts. Like, that's a huge amount of money in Christmas gifts. And if you can get 4% back on that, transfer it out to whatever, whatever partner, insert partner here that Wells has recently introduced. Interesting. I think I just spilled some water. That's I like that. That's good to know. Lego store. Okay. Oculus. Jesus. Interesting. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Massage parlor is interesting, John. Don't get any ideas. Don't get any ideas, man. Woodsy, you bought the computer, and I'm seriously considering getting the new Galaxy Book 4 Edge just to use the new built for AI feature. My two current laptops, one for work, are a little older. What's the built for AI feature? Is it actually, I can't even imagine what that means. I'm trying to think like how they integrate it in there somehow. Built for AI, eh? I would like to know more. Richie, speaking of haircuts, we never got the video of Anthony cutting his own hair. You were the only one that remembers that and cares about that. You were the only one. All right. And I thought it would be weird to go on live stream or a video, cut my hair, because I do it in the bathroom and I'm shirtless and all those things. So this way you don't have to get the hair all over the shirts. So nobody wants to see that, man. But maybe one day we'll show how to cut your own hair, save you some money. Toys R Us is making a comeback. I wonder about GameStop though, or PlayStation, Xbox Network. Yeah, I wonder, right? I wonder. That would be interesting. Yeah, because we don't really have any GameStop multipliers, eh? For game stores? I don't think we have any of that. Man, this is gonna be the card that just helps everyone have a better life. It's just the ultimate life. So that's, and I'm surprised Toys was making a comeback. JJ, I need to move out of Texas. 104 here. Yikes, man. Yeah, I don't know. Come to South Carolina, man. We got a good 80 degrees out here. Keith, you care about? I appreciate it. We'll do a turkey burger cooking stream, and we'll do a haircut stream, and we'll do it at the same time. Juan, hey Anthony, I'm sorry, and everyone, sorry I'm late. Juan, come on, man. For me, I can understand if I had a guest, in deference to them, but for me, no, you don't have to worry about that. I'm just a fellow joke. All right, so toy and game game shops. That's what we were thinking of, right? So game shops. Does that count for GameStop? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I'm not really sure. I would like to test it though. But like, what's the Oculus store? Isn't that the headset thing? Oh, sorry, I didn't restream it back, but I see a fellow friend, Ruben. What's up, Anthony? Met you with talking with famous people live chat after you popped into one of Eric's live streams about INTPs a few months ago. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Ruben? Yeah, man, that was a fun conversation. One day I want to have Eric on the stream, and maybe I'll come on his stream one day. Let him know if you talk to him. I think you're modding over there, whatever. So that was a fun conversation. MBTI, Myers-Briggs for all you guys. Yeah, Eric's crazy. If you guys look up his channel, talking with famous people, he's I watched him like 10 years ago, but he streams like every single day. I have never seen the commitment that this man has. He's wild. So what's up, Ruben? I appreciate you popping in here too, man. Juan, would Amazon code as a bookstore? Yes. I think Matt and I were talking about that yesterday. Where does it actually fall under all of this? But I mean, long story short, yes. He'll pass the message. Appreciate it, Ruben. Eric's a good dude. Yeah, he is. Yeah. So Juan. So I believe, what did we check? Matt checked. Well, his own statements. Wait. Sorry. Yeah, Amazon. Yes. He showed me his own statement. I think it was from Chase, and he showed that Amazon did like category code as bookstore. So I think that's what he's playing with right now. I think that's what he's thinking on. And I guess if he finds out, or if any of us find out that it does code as, that's 4% back on Amazon. Depending on your credit card, that you're using, which issuer, because some of these things code weirdly, and depending on which card you're using. So, if Wells Fargo is coding Amazon's bookstores, then yeah, man, 4x from the tune is 1x higher from the regular Amazon card. Yeah, it's very true. This really is kind of like a card killer, huh? I know that term gets thrown around, but I think it is. Gardening and floral. We got a florist. Speaking of florists, did you guys see Calby? He did Amazon concierge for flowers for his mother's for Mother's Day, and they ended up charging him $200. It was ridiculous, and it was an ugly set of flowers too, apparently. And apparently they just picked an eclectic mix of the most expensive flowers imaginable. so I don't know, man. I don't know. So listen, if they can deal with this, especially since, think about it. Friggin' MasterCard World Elite Concierge can do everything. It can literally do everything so not everything, I guess, right? Whatever. It can't make you taller. But if there's a world where I have this Attune card and it gives me 4% on what seems to be a million different categories, there's nothing stopping me from calling up my MasterCard's concierge saying, hey, Mother's Day is around the corner, or hey, anniversaries around the corner, what have you, birthdays. Get me some flowers and send them to the house on X date. In fact, an old lesson I learned from my broker in real estate, he taught me that anytime I ever had a closing or just somebody that you had some sort of business with, call the florist, whatever florist, and have them, or some sort of caterer or whatever, and have them on a yearly basis, on a calendar basis, because they can set it up for you. Send them flowers, send them, a card, what have you, just to make sure that they're in your mind. So this way, if you have a sale in real estate, whatever, every year they'd be like, oh, happy year anniversary in your new home. How's everything treating you? Give me a call. Stay in touch with people, right? But if you were to extrapolate that out to just my wife loves flowers, my mother loves flowers, send her flowers every single year, even though I think they're a waste of money, send them every single year on the same date. I could just call MasterCard World Elite, tell them, hey, the first of every January, we're going to send them this. And they will do that. I am pretty sure, at least they'll do it the first time, right? I don't know if they'll keep track every single calendar, or maybe they can tell the florist to do that, possibly. And then just making sure that it codes towards whatever. Maybe they have partner networks, you never know. And you get the 4% back and maybe some discounts along the way if they have, some partnerships. But very least, man, if you throw in 4% every year, you just have that on lock. Forget it. There's a lot of different uses, man. I probably won't, but interesting. Other recreation and leisure activities. Let's see. Oh, come on, man. Oh, damn. Aquariums, seaquariums. Seaquariums. Dolphin. What the hell is a dolphinarium? Seriously? What is a place that only has dolphins? How would this has to be bigger than I realized. This has to be big enough to put it in an actual category of its own, like to actually write seaquarium and dolphinarium. Like whoever's writing for Wells Fargo, like, yeah, this will be good. Put this in there. We have a lot of dolphin and dolphinarium fanatics that I'm affiliated with. So that's pretty. What the hell is that? That's crazy. I mean, aquariums doesn't that just encapsulate everything? I don't know. Interesting. And zoos, good to know. Interesting. So that has a lot. If you want to go to see, like, I wonder, how does SeaWorld I know it's not the same, but how does SeaWorld code as everything? I wonder. I might have to like friggin' charge this phone. 15%. All right. There might be a time in like the next 20 minutes where I run to get my charger for a moment. If that'll even work. It's too bad. Oh, wait a second. Oh, let's go, baby. This laptop does everything. I got my own charger here that connected to the laptop. Let's go. Very nice, very nice. And Juan, you said penguinarium. Yes. Yes. Allow. Wait, will it still charge if I hit don't trust? Yeah, it'll still charge. All right. I don't trust this computer. There you go, LOL. Just plug it into the computer. Oh, thanks, Rich. Keith says, can I set this up, please? All right, I guess I can't, whatever. Don't forget the Houston Zoo. Penguin area. Amusement parks. Okay. So again, I want to know, is that Disney? Oh, it does. Oh, Disneyland and Disney World, baby. Where's Chad Pennycuff? Wow. Okay, maybe people have a point. Maybe people have a point. That's huge for some people. I know a lot of people in this community are going to Disneyland and Disney World. I want to go back. And it's, well, I'm going after the Disney card for sure. Oh no, I just unplugged. Oops, sorry, I'm getting too excited. Getting way too excited. But if you, are we connected? Are we good? We're live. All right. But why the screen what happened? Is it still bright? How come the screen, guys, help? How come the screen is lighter now once I unplugged? Is this a problem? How do I up the brightness? Is that here? Oh, yeah, good. Okay, I figured it out. All right, back to it. So that's huge. Disneyland, Disney World, forget it. Why would if I don't have a welcome offer, why would I use any other card? It just makes sense. Okay, that's good to know. Billiard and pool establishments, cool. Every now and again, we'll go there. Still bright, thanks, Keith. Interesting. Bowling alleys. Okay. That's not bad too. Again, Saver One, their category does include bowling alleys, from what I understand. So that's again encroaching on their territory. What do you guys think? Would it be a smart idea if I were to cut this all up and make a video from this? Just like me reacting and going crazy over everything in the fine details. I wonder if anybody would watch that. I don't know. Trying to like micro or be efficient, you know. Circuses, carnivals, and fortune tellers. Carnivals, eh? Some carnies. We'll go see some carnies. We'll make sure they could never win. I was watching Theo Vaughn. He had a carny on, and they had some funny conversations. Oh, no way. No way. Okay. So for those of you who maybe watched the videos, so Calby, me and him did the concierge video where we tested Amex Platinum Concierge, the Sapphire Preferred Visa Concierge, and then the Bilt's World Elite Mastercard Concierge. So when so basically everything but every concierge was able to do everything we asked for, an entire itinerary, what have you. And Amex wasn't able to do any of that. But what happens is, nowadays when you ask Amex, can I have an itinerary? Can you tell me what's in an area? Can you tell me what to do in an area? They said, I'm going to route you to Get Your Guide. I'm going to give you this pamphlet, Get Your Guide, and that can help you do things. So they're, I guess, some sort of affiliation with them in some way. And, they'll just, you can look for yourself to find things in any particular area. But if you're getting 4% back here, again, I'm going to call MasterCard World Elite. And if anything, I don't know what Get Your Guide actually does other than like show you information. I don't know if they actually have their own attractions that you can book, things to do, what have you, tours. But if so, call MasterCard Concierge. Book me some stuff only on Get Your Guide. I'm getting 4% back. Something to think about. Juan, why are you so excited about fortune tellers? You really want to know? Hey, man, we used to do it, but we would get a little bit scared. Fortune tellers, they kind of, I think there's something in there. There's something that my wife tells me. She's like, you don't want to mess with fortune tellers. Anybody that can touch into another dimension, in some way. It's kind of bad energy you're putting out into the world. You're tapping into something you shouldn't. Or it could be old bunk, who really knows? But hey, man, we had some fortune tellers tell us a lot of correct things, and I'm pretty skeptical of a lot of things. I play all nice, but I don't trust most people. So I don't know. I don't know, but that is pretty cool. Dance hall studios and schools. JJ, you said so 4% on everything but gas and groceries. It seems like it, right? Unless there's a way to like kind of, I don't know. Like, I wonder if you can bypass certain things. I guess you're right. Let me see. We'll go back to it. But Juan, that 1500 tarot reading at 4x. Yeah, man. Matt, Anthony, get the Attune. Matt, you have no idea. I was like trying to find your thing at the very beginning on Google searches. For some reason, you don't pop up. I'm really upset about that. But yeah, man, the Attune's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. This might be a card that I would possibly think about. Maybe not now, but once I'm done with all my credit cards that I'm trying to get, all my ink per quarters. Yeah, this would make sense. Dance hall studios and schools. Does that include? Oh, that's funny. We have the Kennedy Space Center. The Kennedy Space Center. I don't know if they have more of these, but I just remember in New York. Wait, is it in New York? Maybe I'm wrong. I thought we had a school trip to the Kennedy Space Center once, and it was like a small little thing. Oh, the Houston's. Oh my God, that's what you mentioned by this. The Houston Zoo, gotcha. And Matt, you're looking to get the Attune by the end of the year. I mean, what's stopping you now, man? I mean, I don't know what your 524 is, but couldn't you just get the in cash and then get the Attune at the same time? Why not? Who cares? Good content for the channel. The welcome offer is just 500 more if you get the Attune. It's not a bad idea. This is an end game card once you've blown through every sub possible, John says. Yeah, I'm kind of with that. Matt, you're at 324. What are you waiting for? Get the in cash, get approved, not going to hurt you, 524, and then get the Attune, and you're still good. Come on. And then you got 6 months of hitting that welcome offer. And by then maybe you'll be under, again, you'll be back at 324. Just some food for thought. I would. All these places are going to ban MasterCard. Oh my God. Right. Do it, Matt. Said John. So we got recreation services not elsewhere classified. Huh. Interesting. I'm not sure. Golf courses, Keith said earlier, public golf courses is a big thing. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Actually, that place I was just at in Charleston had a huge golf course. Not sure what that coded as, but that would be interesting. Hmm. I'm not much of a golfer. No, I know you wealthy folks are much more golfers, but I haven't done it yet. I shot a golf ball once, and it was at that ancient lore village, that Hobbit village. I did that once. Chase, can we get a flex one time for the one time? No, we can't do that. Come on. Oh no. Whoa. Look at this, Chase. You made me all discombobulated. Oh God. Now what's happening? What's going on here? Can we get it? No, I can't do that. I can't do that. No, I can't. Come on. What am I? What am I? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not a floozy. Anyway, Matt Clausen. I'll double apply if I hit 1,000 by midnight. Ooh, how close is Matt Clausen? Let's detour. This is my first time going on YouTube on this. Oh, this is actually my account. Huh. Ooh, Luke's got a rant, baby. Uh-oh. Yikes. Let's see, Matt. Tell him searching everybody up. Let's see, 973. Oh man, can we get Matt to 1,000? And then he'll double apply. Come on, man, that would be good. That would be good. Matt says the main reason I want to get the Attune is to test Amazon. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. If that, yeah, that would kill Amazon for sure. Absolutely. 973, almost there, killing it. Oh, weird. Oh God, I saw myself and I'm like, well. But what's going on, Chase? I appreciate you being here, man. All right, so where were we? I don't know if you guys are liking this, but I'm kind of having fun going through all of these interesting things. I'm actually like getting pretty surprised. Come on, Anthony, a live watch me apply on the new card. If only I can. I mean, I technically could. I won't do it today. But that's possible. Now I know how to figure this out. I can literally just like go through the application without, and then I could take it off the screen. Okay, all the information's filled out. Cool. Hit submit, and then let's do it. Oh, that would be fun. That would be so fun. If I applied live, oh, that would be fun. Maybe tomorrow. Hey, you never know. That would be interesting. All right. So, and then trailer parks, campgrounds, and what have you, which is pretty cool. I think I actually heard Matt say, which, that was my first thought too, is a lot of these other travel categories, or even the Amex Green, their 3X travel category is going to include trailer parks, campgrounds, stuff like that. So that's pretty good. That's pretty generous for sure. Sporting and recreating and tourist attractions. Tourist attractions, eh? Like if I want to go do a tour of the White House or something, I don't know. Like if I was in DC and I want to do that, could that work? Something to think about. And the Monterey Bay Aquarium. I still want to know what a dolphinarium is and a seaquarium. I don't think anybody knows what the difference is. Oh, and Universal Orlando. Look at that. Universal codes. Which honestly, Universal's kind of gone downhill over the last 15 years that I've been going there. So that's yeah, if you're going to go to Universal Orlando, you go see ET, and then you leave, and that's it. And then maybe if you're a fan, you go to the Diagon Alley, and it's Harry Potter stuff, right? You go there. But really, ET ride or bust. ET ride's fun. Oh, Juan has a good point. Wait, if it counts trailer parks, wouldn't that technically be rent at 4X for some folks? Well, I think the distinction is this a trailer park that just it happened to be a trailer park because of all the people that lined up their trailers there, and maybe somebody owns land. Take care, Chad. Appreciate you being here. for this time, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Um, and so what was I saying? Yeah. So I guess the idea is like, how did the trailers get there? Is it some friend that you know and owns land, and then all of a sudden all the trailers are there, or is this somebody that's subletting all the trailers on their land? And if so, do they accept credit card? And or you go into like these? They have like these bigger brands. I forget the actual names of them, but they have like trailer park, more commercial trailer parks, so to speak. We have those out here in South Carolina. So that's a good point. That is a good point. You know, another good thing would be, so if that counts, could we I don't know if this counts here, but what about Airbnb? Is there, did I see anything here that would lead you to think? I don't think so, right? No, this is all like things to do or campground. No. There's no Airbnb, right? But trailer park's interesting. That's a good point, Juan. That would be pretty interesting to test. That would be pretty good. Matt Clausen says Dolphinarium is just for dolphins and dolphin experiences. I specialize in what does Hank Hill say? Propane and propane accessories. God damn it, Bobby. Is so I specialize in dolphins and dolphins only, dolphin experiences. Okay, so we'll jump to that. We'll jump to this one. I think this is pretty powerful. Pet shops, pet foods and supply stores, BarkBox, Chewy, Petco, Rover, and PetSmart. We have to have PetSmart. It should be right here, which I go to all the time. So that's pretty good. That would be pretty cool if we can get. I mean, it has to be right. Why the hell would PetSmart not code or Petco? Well, that's on here, but we go to PetSmart, so that'd be good. 4%. I think that would help a lot of folks, especially people who have a lot of freaking, animals in your house. Hell yeah, that'd be cool. Wait a second, I wanna. Oh, was I not sharing the screen? Come on. Sorry, folks. Sorry, I was just sitting here looking down. My bad. Anyway, we're back. I wanted to mention Pingasso just got denied for the Chase Marriott Boundless. Damn, Chase, the Ritz-Carlton is still far away. Damn, man. Why do you think they denied you? What the hell happened? What's your is it a 524? I'm guessing it's not a 524 issue. What's the story there? That's sorry to hear, man, but hey, sometimes you never know. Sometimes you get denied for cards, so this way a new card can open its door for you. And I'm not sure what that card is for you yet, but when one door opens, another one opens. So when one door closes, another one opens, right? What's up, Cesar? Mr. Anthony Inc. Venture. You know it. Honestly, I think I will do an in cash. Watch me apply live. Not today, but maybe tomorrow. You never know. That would be cool. That would be very, very cool. I don't know. I just think there's a real world where I can do this. And I don't know if I'm good enough on camera. I can maybe cut it all up and make it a video, and it's like super efficient. How cool would that be? I don't know. Folks spend mad money on their pet food. Oh yeah, I have one cat. It's like $120 a month. I don't know where she is, but for $120 a month, ridiculous. Looking cute with that new laptop. Thank you, man. And get this, that's a phone that I'm using the phone camera, the back of the phone camera for me. And then this is connected. I wonder if the mic will die. Who knows? So thank you, Cesar. I can see an animal shelter using that perhaps over a business card. That's a good point. See, this is the thing, man. There is so much money we could be saving the world if they just were aware. If they were aware, I would love to have a thing where you set up workshops somewhere and be like, okay, animal shelters. You could be how much you spend in a year on your pet supplies for your shelters. They're getting beat already with all these costs. So like if you could save them 4%, it's pretty good. Just pretty good. Keith, I just bought $600 of dog food on rent day. Well, at least it was rent day, right? So you're getting 2x the built man. So yeah, you're getting so you would get what, a 4%. So that would be decent savings over time for sure. $24, not bad. Cats eat better than Anthony. I don't know, kind of. The fact that she has like 2 sources of food. We got the kibble, you got the wet food. I just have turkey burger. That's all I have. So yeah, she's doing better than me. Screencastify. Bam. All right. We're almost through. Let's see. Bicycle shops. Oh geez, I just saw something. JJ, JJ, you cut me off. Thank you, sir. Live watch me apply. I appreciate the 199, man. Thank you. Live watch me apply fund. Yeah, yeah. We are now asking for donations to be able to apply for the in cash live. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate it. I think we will. I think that'd be a lot of fun. That'd be cool. Forget it. I always said one day I would do everything live, so it's very possible. So thank you for that. The Point Scientist. Hey man, go check out the Point Scientist. I think he's gonna be big. He's got his own channel. I think he's gonna be big. He's got the right poise. He's eloquent, and he's got a good little I don't know. It's good aura about him. I think he'll be good. He said, I just did the quadruple dip and saved a bunch of money on Instacart through Costco and got to use my Amex. Nice. So for those who are unaware, I'm guessing you mean you had Uber Cash with your Platinum and Gold, maybe both of them. Who knows if it's both? Maybe you had, Instacart. Oh, you used Instacart. Okay. And you got to use your Amex. Did you have an offer with Instacart? Because I was thinking, my first thought was Uber Eats Ninja's idea, which was Uber Eats to Costco, and you can kind of bypass the whole rule of only being able to use a MasterCard. So that's pretty cool. But how'd you do that? I'm guessing you had an Amex offer, or maybe you just got Forex on it, with the gold, and you got some money back through Instacart. Instacart, man, don't sleep on Instacart. Very often, I'm getting these deals for Instacart where you I go to Food Lion and okay, you spend $100, we'll give you $50 off. So it's something to look at, if you opt into the emails, and they can send you some stuff. So don't sleep on it, especially if you have a CSR, CSP, Chase Freedom Flex, all these cards, Freedom Unlimited. You get $10 a quarter, up to $15 a month if you have the CSR, right? So you can stack some multiple rewards for sure. Point Scientist Rakuten has an Instacart 3%. And Amex has 4 points on Instacart. Whoa, combo wombo, baby. Very nice. Hopefully you're going to showcase it on the channel, which Keith mentioned. Oh, thank you, Keith. I appreciate you, man, for putting this link there. Thank you very much. Hell yeah. Cesar. I don't know. I say it like Luke now. I don't know. I just like saying it. When Luke says, he says, Cesar. Pets and kids are expensive. Kid equals mortgage. Pets equal personal loan. That's a great way to think about it. Cesar has so much wisdom, and I come to him for a lot of things, especially in the YouTube realm. But when I spoke to him on and off camera, he really taught me, okay, if you have a kid, it's like having a mortgage. And I never really thought about it to that degree. And I have now since repeated that phrase, and I kind of take that with me now. I actually repeated it to my brother-in-law, and usually he doesn't listen to anything I say, but he actually repeated. He listened to that, and he was like, "Whoa!" He was like, "Whoa, yeah, that's right. Kid is a mortgage." So now you're saying pet equals a personal loan. It's good to know. That's a good way to think about it. Avoid them. Honestly, avoid the kids and avoid the pets is the moral of the story. Hell yeah. Paid with PayPal and got 10% in PayPal and got money off using the MasterCard Instacart offer. That is insane. I wish I could bring something on the screen, that was a combo, wombo, something like that. I think that'd be cool, but I'm not that tech savvy. Hey, JP Knowledge. Yo, happy Saturday. Let's pop a JP. JP, man. JP's killing it over there. He's hitting the volume on his videos, and he's got way too much knowledge than he knows what to do with. So he's putting it out into the world. So I appreciate you, JP. Also, just again for whatever, John R, appreciate you again for that, and JJ, thank you for that as well. Okay, cool. We got some Spanish going on here. Mucho amor para ti, hermano. Very nice. All right, we're good. Let's keep it moving. Let's see. So we got sports and recreational equipment. Oh, come on. Sports and recreational equipment. So we got bicycle shops, sales and service. Would that include electric bicycle shops? Let's go, baby. It does. It does. Wow, very nice. Okay, so a lot of folks who are doing that, because I know in New York we had a lot of people who were buying a lot of e-bikes. They were going to work with that. I even contemplated selling my 2000 Mustang for an electric bike because I was like, oh, I could save money. Like I don't have to pay or I could get like 3K for my car, and I could buy an electric bike for like 500. It'd be, I'd be saving money. And that was during my crazy phase of that. Tariq was popping, man. Whoa, I didn't know STO was going live today. Oh, the Staten Island over. Come on. Come on. This is starting as a test, but now I'm having fun with it, and maybe everyone else is having fun too. So I'm just kind of going through all the news that we had. But for one, it's the Attune. So electric bikes, cool. Boat rentals and leasing. I know a lot of wealthy folks, especially the people I know out in the coast, like the Outer Banks and Charleston. You guys, you're doing your boat rentals and leasing, man. You'd be saving 4%. Keith, you're probably a boat man, right? You probably go out on the boat. Actually, no, I don't really see that. I don't really see you going out on a boat. I'm not sure. Do I see Keith going out on a boat? I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. I see you more of like a drive on the beach kind of guy. Maybe. Drive like a beast of a machine on the beach. Beach cruiser. Marinas, marine service and supplies. Am I wrong in assuming this could be like all of your tackle bait shops, for fishing? Am I wrong? Keith says, I hate boats. Lakes are dirty. Pools only. Yes, I knew it. I freaking knew it, man. At first I thought, but I knew I double backed on that. Okay, so Dick's cool. Dick's Sporting's good. Very, very nice. I mean, forget it. Do we even have anything that covers Dick's out in the world? Don't get it twisted, with that word, but do we have any? I know one thing that covers Dick's. I'm just kidding. But yes, that's a lot. You have all of your basketball stuff. In fact, if you want to have your own home gym, if you want to build a home gym in your office, they got all the weights there. They have benches, they got pull-up bars, they got squat racks, they got everything that you want. Tariq would go crazy with that, right? So friggin' if they got Dick's Sporting Goods, forget it. You could build your home gym. You could build your own basketball court. You can go fishing with all those supplies and the rods. And if you have kids and they're going to be into whatever sport they're into, if they're into football, basketball, if they're into hockey, you got Eddie Barrow here. If maybe I'm incorrect, but I'm pretty sure Barrow Sticks, that's hockey. But at least Sticks is going to be covering that. So that's pretty cool. That's huge. 4%. Come on. John says, whoa. They just got home from working out. Snakes and turtles and stuff. Interesting. Snakes and turtles and stuff. Friends don't let friends skip leg day. MR, that's yeah. Listen, some friends don't want to listen. They don't want to listen. I don't know. I used to squat so freaking much, and deadlift so much. And I don't know. Squatting just hurts me a little bit now. I do a little more leg press, do a little more walking, a little more lunging. But that is pretty powerful. I mean, I don't know if you guys believe that, but I think that's pretty powerful to have this there. That's huge. Especially, Academy. Forget it. Oh my God. Think about this. Forget it. Academy. Out in South Carolina, I don't know if you guys know what Academy is, but out here in South Carolina, we have a bunch of academies. And basically has everything a Dick's would have as well. So you have the workout equipment, you have all the different sports, but you can buy guns. That's right. You can buy guns with it. So if you're somebody who comes to the South and you want to start carrying, you want to start carrying out here, whatever, if you're in the South and maybe Texas, like Tariq, Spencer, you want to start carrying, you can go to Academy and buy a gun and get 4% back. That's good. That's pretty good. I mean, who else is covering that? I don't know. And I'm wondering, actually, 4% on guns, regardless of how you feel about it, whatever. Out here, the people, for the most part, like guns. But I wonder also if Cabela's would count. That would be pretty cool. If Cabela's counted, which it's an outdoor store, especially since didn't Bass Pro Shops like buy them out somehow? MR, sounds like this card is high caliber. MR, you have the best puns. Like I read your things all the time in everyone's chats, and it's always the best puns. But if you have a Cabela's, forget it. You want to do some bow and arrow stuff. You want to do some archery, crossbows. You want to shoot some guns. Cabela's got a bunch of stuff. I I mean, I'm sure even Academy has bows. Oh yeah, Academy has bows too. Or even if you have kids and you want to do BB guns, and I used to play airsoft all the time growing up. If you want airsoft, forget it. You can go to Academy, get your airsoft guns, get 4% back. That's no small amount. Especially since, like, Matt, you're gonna have to update us, but just does Wells has any other discounts? Like Amex offers. Does it have that? Do you think we'll be able to stack this with other things? Like if I want to buy an airsoft gun, okay, cool. I'm getting my 4%. Can I get more though? I'm wondering. Um, Juan says, I think the sports apparel category has the card going after all those team specific cards that are put out. Yeah, seems so. It seems so. Like why? Like forget it. The Cabela's credit card is like the worst. I know there's like a bunch of the worst cards, but I think the Cabela's card, quite literally, the only thing it gives you is I think you can buy more than 4 boxes of ammunition every time you go into like in one transaction. But I'm like, if I want more than 4 boxes, I'll just go put the 4 in my car. I'll come back and buy 4 more. Like, it's a joke. Are you for real? Like, come on, just do that and you're good. So I don't know. The Cabela's card is kind of a joke, but yeah, you're right. You're right, Juan. It's kind of killing everybody. This is pretty crazy. MR Roman Empire wasn't built in a day. You'll be back in full force before you know it. Build a show. Sorry, I don't mean to encroach on your conversation. Icarus says there was a funny video. Guy one says the guy two. Did you know that Staples sells staples? Guy says really. Then run into dicks. Then runs into dicks. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to read this again. Did you know that Staples? Oh, sorry. When you're live, you're freaking. You don't think about things and then runs into dicks. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Is that what we're doing? Icarus? Feather pony. Is that what we're doing? Ammunition are important. Thanks. Thanks. So that's why I picked you. When I did 20 questions with Sledge, I was like, I want Cesar on my side if there's going to be a bar fight, because Cesar's going to make sure that I'm okay. That's it. More importantly himself, but we're going to make sure that he's okay. That's funny. Oh, this one came up as flagged, but we'll show that. Weird. Did it work? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, so we got in Cruise America. Is that bikes? I'm not sure. Peloton. Come on, man. You guys know you love your Peloton. You know you love your Peloton. Stack it with your, what is it? 2,000 off, or what is the platinum benefit? It's like you buy $3,000 with the Pelotons and you'll get 300 back. Stack that. Just stack it, man. You want to. Okay, so that's cool. Sports and live entertainment. You guys see this, right? Yeah, everything's good. Sports and live entertainment tickets. Show me those tabs, Anthony. No, you don't want to see the tabs. Get out of here. Cody, what's up, man? Sports and live entertainment tickets. Okay. Bands, orchestras, miscellaneous entertainers. Are we able to get Taylor Swift tickets? Can we get 4% back on Taylor Swift? I mean, StubHub's on here. Vivid Seats on here. Ticketmaster's on here. That means, baby, we can get 4% back on Taylor Swift. Wow. Finally. Our one true savior, Taylor Swift. That's great. I would have loved to have done that, man, especially since I bought spare tickets so I could sell them on StubHub. I could have got 4%, man. Suddenly I'm a Swiftie. Let's go, Cody. Cody, you're a Swiftie, man. Yes, you can get 4%, 4x back on Taylor Swift tickets. Very nice. Okay, good to know. Can't you get 8% back on Taylor Swift tickets with Capital One? Oh, is that going to be? Oh, you might be right? So the entertainment category, is that not included in Saver One? I think you're right. Okay. This one I can't get too excited about. Thank you for putting me in check there. That's right. I think you're correct. My wife will be happy. Come on, point scientist. I forget. Did I hear your name? I'm not sure. Come on, it's not just your wife. It's also you. Come on, we're Swifties at heart. Come on. It was a good show, though. I went to the Eras tour in Nashville. It was fun. The San Francisco Opera. How many of you guys doing that? Um, anyway, who said MR? You said Patreon is interesting. Yeah, it is. I like again. I um, I don't know if I've seen a category for Patreon before. I don't know. Like I guess the closest is what the Blue Cash Preferred, where you're getting 6% back on the. Um, is it just a part of the online retailer where like memberships or super chats kind of code? Is that correct? Um, so, but I don't think there's anything for Patreon, which is cool. That's pretty cool. If you're subscribed to your fellow people on Patreon, then hell yeah, dude. Does anybody have a Patreon? I'm not really sure. Um, I guess my humor is too lowbrow for this channel. Well, we don't really mucky into the waters, unless it's late night venture after hours, or if I get the moonshine. No, I mean we do occasionally, but we keep it a little bit above the belt, so to speak. um, QC man, you'd be the only person from Staten Island who goes to this San Francisco Opera venture. Thank you very much. Yeah, yeah. Actually, Staten Island had an opera house. I think it did, or did the opera from the St. George Theater? I don't know. We're trying to put Staten Island on the map a little bit. Icarus says this card is the best EV charging card. I mean, yeah. There's nothing higher than 4%. I don't believe. Autograph giving you 3. Screw that. Keith, just charge your EV at the Hilton for free. Yes, it's the only way. It's the only freaking way. Ticket agencies and theatrical producers. Ticketing. So I guess that's just going to be covered under these theatrical producers. Yeah, the opera. So I wonder, would Broadway be considered? It has to be, right? It has to be Broadway. Come on, Broadway in Manhattan. I saw the Temptations there live once, and I think that was it. I think that's all I saw. I think it was the Temptations. That was my first and only Broadway musical. I'd like to see more though, but that would be cool. 4% on that, not bad. Streaming. Okay, here we go. Here's the one that Matt Clausen's gonna destroy the world with this category right here, right? So here, bookstores. Now you guys are in here earlier. Matt Clausen is currently testing. He's in the lab right now. Actually, point scientist, you should do some sciencing here. Oh, box offices. Oh, really? That's considered box office. Broadway. Thank you, Matt. Okay, Broadway's cool. But bookstores, and you found in the Discord you shared it, right? That was it Chase gave you 4%. Sorry, Chase considered Amazon bookstores. So, man, forget it. If all these issuers coded as bookstores, you effectively killed the Amazon card. It's over. It's all over. All over. Why would you even want anything else? Especially since what's the welcome offer on that Amazon card? Isn't it just sign up and get $60 off? I mean, I'd rather just get the Attune, spend $500, get $100 back. Why would I? Why not? 500's not hard to hit at all. So that's pretty cool. So if so, that's cool. We'll be looking out for that. Cable and other pay television. Cable and other pay. Okay, so that's good to know. We got cable. It's too bad this place here that I'm renting from includes it all, I think, together. So we don't have it direct. But I wouldn't even pay for it anyway if it was direct. But it sucks that I have to anyway. Digital goods, media, books, movies, digital artwork, images. So, okay. So I guess sure. So YouTube TV, yeah. So at least that's not going to give you like the super chatting and the memberships and all that stuff that some folks like to do with their Blue Cash Preferred. Unless I'm wrong, but I don't think so. You're getting your Peacocks, you're getting all your stuff. Okay. Okay, Netflix. Cool. Netflix. We got that on there. Anything that anyone is missing here that people would want? I will say, if I do cancel the Platinum, losing that Disney Plus will hurt a little bit. I will say. I don't want to have to subscribe to that now, but we like having Hulu. We watch The Bear on there. We watch Impractical Jokers. So I'm not sure. And the point scientist says plus the 4% can be points. Definitely better than the Amazon card. Oh yeah, forget it. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. If those points, if you can transfer them out to partners, right? Matt, you're correct. Then man, that'd be great. QC man, wait, you could just go to a Hilton without with a charging station, you could charge your car without going to the hotel. Yeah, only if you're me. I have a partnership with all hotels in the world that have EV charging that let me do that. So I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean that's one of the. It's like one of those things in life, right? Like I asked Joe. No, who did I ask? When I did Venture After Hours, I asked everybody, have you ever gone to a hotel that you weren't staying at and you ate breakfast? And there's no way to know if you're staying there to eat the breakfast, right? I technically did it once. All right, I throw it out there. I'm a bad person, call me a bad person. But I was with Lalit Devraj, and he said, yeah, come get breakfast with me. All right, cool. So we went in. Same thing counts with EV charging. So if you have an electric car, just plug it in. You just plug it in, it'll start charging. There are some hotels, I will say, that do charge you. I haven't encountered them yet, but I have read about some that like you have to pay first for them. And I don't even know how this is true, because if it's a Tesla destination charger, it should be on running constantly. Even if it is like a non-North American standard charger. I'm forgetting the actual names of them. They're like a JACS adapter ones that you have to use. Then maybe they can turn it on, but I haven't encountered one yet. But hey, it's worth driving around. And if you have a free one, just plug it in, go walk somewhere, or have someone pick you up. I said, I don't know, and then they'll send this to some. I'm gonna need my lawyers now. Great. Anyway, Disney ruined Star Wars. They're dead to me. Oh God, what happened? Points scientist. I know Xfinity counts as streaming and entertainment on my Saver One, so maybe Xfinity bill would be for 4%. That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not, right? If that codes, maybe that also codes. It'd be cool on your premium Comcast. Just kidding. See, like. Oh, okay. So this is how we get into the motion picture theaters. So this is how we get to the movie theaters, right? So that would be cool. Getting 4% at the local Regal, what have you. DVD, videotape rental stores. Okay, cool. You can go to Blockbuster, get your 4% back. Very, very cool. Nice. I love my Blockbuster. Maybe there's more. Music store. So record store is cool. My wife is a fan of records. She does have a record player, and she gets records from time to time. Especially when I have some Elvis records. So that could work. Yeah, 4% there. They have some cool ones in Asheville, not Nashville. So that's cool. MR, I'll go to the Blockbuster after I hop in my DeLorean. 100% there, she says. Icarus says, Anthony, I can teach you how to get both Hulu and with ads and Disney Plus, no ads, for $3 to $4 a month. Is that just like the standard one? Or is there another way? Isn't there that one website? Isn't it called like Blue something? I'm forgetting what it's called, but it's like incredibly cheap. I'm not sure. And then, okay, so this is interesting. So that's cool. And then planet-friendly categories. Oh God, this is crazy. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I find this pretty fun. So antique shops. Wow. In fact, we have a friend that has it's official discounted like a merry-go-round. Oh, interesting. So we have a friend that owns an antique shop. So somewhere. So that would be cool. Get 4% there. I'm a fan of some of my vintage things that I've bought over the years. I've gotten old license plates. I have like the unfortunately the Challenger space shuttle in Florida. They had a plate that only existed for a couple of years in I think the 80s or whatever. I don't know, whatever it was, 90s. And I have that, and it's pretty rare. And I bought that from an antique shop. Could have got 4%. I have old Camel cigarette lighters, so that's cool. What else do I have? I don't even know. So that's pretty cool. Used merchandise at secondhand store. So that's what I was wondering. Like the secondhand store or used merchandise. Do you think? I doubt it, right? Like, there's no way TJ Maxx will be considered that, right? But what Goodwill should. We have a Goodwill somewhere around here, I think. So Goodwill should. I'm guessing. I just wonder if TJ Maxx would, kill the TJ Maxx card. It'd be great. Maybe I'm just a little upset because every time I go in there, they try to get my wife to get a card, and she says no. And that's right. You always say no. Oh, the bus lines. Oh, so you got a Greyhound and Coach. Interesting. QC man. Challenger was in the 80s, Anthony. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I was right on my first intuition, 80s. Yeah, so I got that. So thank you for that. Bus lines, Greyhound, Coach USA. Yeah, that's cool. If you're gonna go cross country, for sure. I think we actually took one of these many years ago growing up. I think we took it from somewhere in the city, somewhere in Manhattan, and it went to like the Philadelphia Zoo, and it went to some like maritime museum, and it might have even gone to Howe Caverns. Matt Clausen, what you know about Howe Caverns? Are you familiar? Howe Caverns, I think you take you down like 100, 200 feet, and you go on a boat into some water, and you're like literally in the caves, and you're going around. It's pretty cool. So if that can get me 4%, nice, good to know. TJ Maxx card is awful. Point scientist. EV charging stations. All right, good to know. Good to know. My wheelhouse. All right, so cool. They got Blink. They got ChargePoint. So if you guys are unfamiliar, ChargePoint, I believe, owns the most amount of chargers outside of Tesla in North America. So if you got an EV, and this will allow you to charge any electric vehicle, I believe any. So if you got your Cadillac Lyriq, if you got some Lucids, if you got some Teslas, as long as you have your proper adapters, you'll be able to charge at the ChargePoint. And for the most part, they're either free. Well, I'll put the caveat first. They're paid for like most of the time. But if what I've noticed is anytime you go to some of these beach towns or just destination spots, you'll be able to they'll be free if you pay for the parking. You know, like and one that comes to mind is Seaside, which is if you guys remember the Jersey Shore. You guys, I realize you don't have people from the north, so the Jersey Shore, TV show, that's Seaside Heights, New Jersey, and there's a bunch of charge points there that if you pay the few dollars for parking, the charging's free, I believe. At least it was when I went. So they're not bad. And Keith says ChargePoint sucks. Come on, man. Which ChargePoints have you been to, man? I've only had good experiences with ChargePoint. I don't even think I had one bad experience. I mean, maybe one where like it wasn't working or the thing was broken, but no, I mean, 99% of the time they're great. They help out a lot, especially in those beach towns. I think Cape May has them. I think Seaside has them. Lake George had them. So that was good. EV Go, they're typically they will have maybe higher end chargers, so maybe they can charge it like 250 kilowatts. They can kind of go up to there. ChargePoint chargers are so slow. Oh yeah, I mean it's like 5 an hour. It's like 5 miles an hour, but you're supposed to be in an area that you're going to be gone for like 10 hours, and you'll be good. But some of them I have found were the upgraded ones, but it's rare. But it's just like none of the other ones are so reliable. Blink charging, they're typically at malls and they're free. They're usually just subsidized by the malls, and that they're the ones that are free. They had them at the Staten Island Mall, and I think DC Mall, DC somewhere had them. DC Mall. Oh no, what is it called? Virginia, Tyson's Corner. I think they had the Blink charger. It was free. EVgo, okay, yeah, they have them. Few and far between. A lot of them are decommissioned. Electrify America, that's Volkswagen's partner, I think, and I see them more broken than not most of the time. When I see them, they're like, you can't figure them out. They have horrible user interface. You can't sign up for it, and then if you can get them to charge, then they can be fast, depending on your car and what the take rate is. But yeah, from what I understand, most of them are not great. SenaConnect I haven't heard of. I actually haven't heard of that. And Tesla Supercharger, baby. Tesla Destination and Tesla Supercharger. Very, very nice. And let me come back. I'll cut this off for a moment. What are we saying here? True or sadly? Oh, worse than the Kohl's card? Worse than the Kohl's card with its 1 month rewards expiration? That seems like the worst. Okay, look, I have to defend the Kohl's card. I love the Kohl's card. I don't love that, the Kohl's cash expires in a month. That's complete trash. Why would you ever do that? Like, I get you want to have people come back in the door, but how often are people coming in the door to Kohl's every month? Like, it's ridiculous. And like you said, point scientist, you got a Ninja air fryer there. That's right. You can get those things there, but you got to give it up for them. A lot of the times they don't have a worldwide sale. They have a Kohl's card exclusive sale of like 20, 30%. So you can get those percents, because for some reason, every now and again, I walk into a Kohl's. I literally keep it in my wallet because I just end up there random times at random times. And I'm like, oh, I can get my 30%. Cool. So I got to give it up for them, but yeah, it is pretty low. It's low on the totem pole for sure. And it was your first. Oh, it was really your first card too. Wow, pretty cool. I still have it. Is there another charging station that starts with a B? I believe. Are you talking about Blink? Talking about Blink. I don't know if there's any others with B. I can't think of any. That it was worth it. TPS, for sure. Anthony, did you hear the curve card is dead? Yeah, I was trying to pull it up on the screen. I'll see if I can do it in a second. I'd like to talk about that for a moment too. I think we're at the end of Attune, but yeah, friggin' curve, man. And that means, what this means? I don't know if you guys watched like my first iteration of the Godzilla bifecta, the Godzilla trifecta, but essentially the curve card and the Yada card. Now Yada's got the worst name in the world. What a joke. And what they turned into, but essentially getting a lot of free money. So that is finally dead now. Unfortunately, Yada's a joke, and now Curve is discontinuing at least their partnership with their with Hatch Bank, and then from what from what we have, I've talked to people who like somehow experienced this already. I don't really know what the deal is, but it might be. Then they'll just go to another partner bank, and then then you'll have to apply for a new card. So will I do that? I don't know. I don't know if I will, but yeah, it's freaking sucks. And damn, Icarus, $5 locked the Yada. At least only 5, but hopefully they figure it out. Stupid deal over 150 million. Come on. Fintechs are dropping like flies. Yeah, man. MR, I think you were saying it, taking bets on who's next. I heard something about Wealthfront. I don't know if that's a thing. I heard Wealthfront had some issues. I mean, from what I understand, there's like some sort of liquid credit crisis thing that's happening. I don't really know all the details, but yeah, fintechs, man, can't trust them. You can't live with them. What a joke. Let's see here. I think we're almost to the end here. I hope Built doesn't die. That's what I'm saying, Icarus. I'm like, I would love to see the balance sheet of Built. I want to know what kind of money they're printing. I want to know how much cash on hand. I would love to know these things, but sadly we won't know. I mean, I'm guessing they're doing fine since the CEO is living it up. And I still die laughing at the wedding in Egypt by the pyramids. I'm like, this guy is crazy. What else we got here? We got local and suburban commuter passenger transportation, including ferries. What's up with Wealthfront? I have a bunch of money in there. I don't know. I literally, it was a quick thing. I think CJ might have like shared an article, but I never actually looked at it. Might be worth a Google search, but I'm not too sure. Matt Clausen says built is fine. I know CJ was a little bit worried about Wealthfront, but Built won't. They had an interview recently, and the guy said that they were profitable. Yeah, man. So did Theranos. I'm just kidding. No, I think Built is probably fine too. I love the numbers though. I'd love to see. I don't mean that anything would be bad with them. I just I want to know what the deal is. I want to see what kind of money they're printing. But also that would shed light to other people to create a copycat, I guess. So better if they don't go public. I'm sure they will, though, at one point. Local and suburban commuter passenger transportation, including ferries. What is this, an Amex green card? But better? Wow. Local and suburban. Okay, cool. Clipper. Oh, man, I don't know about these things. Dart, Dallas. So I guess these are your transits. Okay, good to know. These are your transits. So I know MTA. I'm familiar with MTA and New Jersey Transit. Okay. So I guess, and this is also going to include your ferries, huh? So that, again, like it's a green card killer just with that. I mean, how many people have the green card just for that? How many people have it? Is it a green card kill? I don't know. Maybe the travel category, I'm being a little bit too crazy with that because travel category is pretty broad, and this is not going to cover all that. But it's just these little bits and pieces of this no annual fee card. It's interesting. Like if you're somebody that doesn't use Lounge Buddy, don't care about Clear, Okay, sure, you get your 3x on more travel with the green card, sure, but you're paying $150 annual fee. You know, doesn't take it takes you zero effort to buy one friggin' Metro card and get your 4%. You're already in profit. You're not going to do that with the green card if those other things don't matter to you. So this kind of replaced the Wells Fargo normal autograph transit category. Would it though? Would it though? Because I don't think this is all encompassing transit. Or am I wrong? Wait, we have passenger railways too. Oh wow, Amtrak, wow. And the Bright Line. Ooh, Taiwan high speed rail. Good to know. So okay, wait a second. Does that automatically mean, because I was asking this earlier, if we got the Eurostar, we got the Italian, we got Taiwan, does this mean that all of these categories that we're talking about, because I was saying like Xiaoman getting his massages in Pakistan and India, is this a worldwide earner? Like, is it not just locked into, United States? So does this mean, is that set the is that set the record straight that we can get all of these categories all in other countries as well? Is this I don't actually see, is there a foreign transaction fee on this card? I really don't want to go up and lose my point, Matt. I'm sure you know, because if there's no foreign transaction fee, interesting, pretty interesting. And oh wow, look at that. Other transfer. Whoa, how did my mouse get so big? Whoa. Other transportation services: City Bike, NYC, Jake Mercure, baby, Lime, Uber, Zipcar. Wow. So if it is Uber, okay, that's good to know. That's very good to know. So you're getting your Uber with this card too, and obviously that should include Lyft and all the other ride shares, right? Like Revel and all these. Oh wow, city bikes are cool. Interesting. It will be everywhere, but 3% foreign transaction fee. You motherfucker! We almost had it. It says it, but you're losing money on foreign, even if the code's right. It will earn everywhere, so it does earn everywhere, but 3% foreign. What does that mean? You get 1% international. What does that mean? Does that mean not 3%? What does that mean? Right? Come on, Xavier. How did I miss this? Oh well, here now, Xavier. No, you weren't supposed to see this. This is. Thank you, sir, for that very gracious super chat. Thank you so much for that, man. 10 spot. Wow. No, this started out as a test, and I basically learned how to do it in this test. So I appreciate everybody who's been here. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. And I'm just sticking around now, so we'll see. We'll see. This is fun though. This is fun. It's been so long since I did solo, so I'm happy to be back. Everyone else takes all the limelight. Everyone else gets the gets the interview. I'm just kidding. But thank you again, Xavier. I really appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much for doing that and for being here. Really does mean a lot. Right. The 4 minus 3 equals 1. Okay, so cool. So you get the 1% internationally. All right. I mean, at the end of the world, there's plenty of cards that give you 2x on these certain categories, or 3x, and you're at 0 or -1. If you're going to be using them abroad, so at least okay, cool. I got the front end. But wait a second. Oh my God, Matt, this would be amazing. Oh my God, think about it, folks. This is a MasterCard. If we had the curve card, if it didn't die or when it comes back, the curve card is infamous for if you load your card onto the curve card, use that overseas, that waives the foreign transaction fee. That's huge. That's huge. So I could theoretically pay with my curve card straight to the Attune, get my 4%, and I won't have to pay that 3% foreign transaction fee whatsoever. Wow. Wow, man, Curve, we got to come back. And watch. They're going to partner with a bank. They're going to come back and they're going to offer, we'll give you all the benefits that you loved having and a subscription fee, like they're doing in the EU. And it depends on that subscription fee. If it's $5 a month. I don't know what it actually is, $20 a month for certain, whatever's. But then you can get like multipliers on it. Like I think if you pay like a $20 a month in the EU, maybe you get, an extra 1% in cash back using the Curve card. Like in my world, this is what I would love the perfect is to have the Curve card go back to the way it was, where when I got the Curve card, you got a 1% cash back, which you could earn in cash back, or very nice. And you could also earn in like cryptocurrency. So I was earning in Bitcoin. But think about a world where I use my Curve card, preload my Wells Fargo Attune, this new card, and that eliminates the foreign transaction fees. So if I paid for the Taiwan rail, whatever, I know I'm going to be getting 1% Curve cash, no foreign transaction fee, and the 4% on the Attune, 5% on those things. God, how crazy. And Point Science says, exactly, that's why you used it. That's exactly why you used it. Yeah. That's big. That's freaking huge, man. And that's one of the things that I guess Curve circumvented the whole system in allowing folks to do that. I'm sad I wasn't able to go internationally while it still lasted. But if Curve comes back in the way that they presented themselves, even if there's a small subscription, I would probably be somebody who would reapply, knowing that could be a thing for sure. So as long as Wells gets their cut, and I'm still certain Curve wasn't passing on the foreign fee to the issuer. Yeah, that's such a big question mark. That was one of the things. I have no idea. And maybe they were just eating these costs all this time during the beta program in North America. I'm not sure. Or not even just the United States. So I'm not sure. Xavier says, do we know if you can take the cash back from the Attune and transfer to, use it as points and transfer it to partners? Matt Clausen, 99.99% sure. So will be awesome. That's why, Matt, you got to get the card. Just get the in cash and get the Attune. And this way you can give us the knowledge. You can bestow us with the knowledge you can bestow us with that knowledge essentially. And that would be cool. And yeah, that would be so crazy. That would be so crazy. Because especially, the 1% Curve and you can call it 4x back, transfer those points to the travel partners with the Attune. Hell yeah. I'm down with that. I'm down with that every single day. Come on. Anthony, what was the third card in the Godzilla trifecta? It's funny because I caught myself. I think I called it the trifecta, and then I would every now and again, but it really is the Godzilla bifecta. But the idea is you're just using Yada and Curve, but if you don't get the transaction for free with Yada, you're just going to want to transfer that to a third card. What that third card is for me was the Freedom Flex, MasterCard. So this way, if I didn't get the item for free, I was at least getting 1% on Flex, or if it was in a rotating category, cool, 5%. So it's kind of whatever you want it to be, whatever MasterCard you have. 28 more subs now. Do it tonight. Come on, let's get Matt. Is everybody, all the 42 people in here, are we all subscribed to Matt Clausen? Come on, we need this Attune knowledge. We want to get attuned with the credit card community. Oh, baby. Let's go. Come on, John. Just let me have it. Quit blaspheming Godzilla's name. I know. Well, actually not much like Godzilla. I guess it wasn't truly Godzilla because now it's dead. It's dead. It's dead, goddammit. Godzilla's dead. Freaking Curve and Yada. We're dead now. So unreal. So this is pretty eye-opening. I'm glad we're doing this together. Let's see what else we got. And that's the end. Okay, so that is everything that this card comes with. Pretty cool. And look at that. Oh, very nice. Very nice card. Be attuned with yourself. Look at that. All right. So is there something I'm missing on this card? Is that everything? I wonder if this would give me any other insights. Oh yeah, the 3% foreign transaction fee converted to US dollars. You son of a. Wasn't there also something interesting on this card? Am I wrong? Oh yeah, late payment, none. So can I just never pay? I'll hurt my credit score, but I don't have to pay any fees. Well, I guess other than your 20% APR, but we don't have to worry about that for the first 12 months, eh? Hey man, if you're trying to arbitrage. Let me see. I don't think there's anything else. Can we wait? What is this? Is this just the questions and then where are the answers? Oh, wait. Are these the where are the answers? Like, how does this cash rewards bonus work? I can't click on it. Where's the answer? God, I feel like the minimum credit limit is 1,000. Good to know. Good to know. Let's see. Usually you can find some little interesting things in here. We verify. Oh, wow. Contact your all of them. Wow, they'll contact them. That's scary. And the purchases. Okay, so that's easy. Easy enough. Oh, when you redeem cash rewards bonus, does that mean just it means this, right? So bonus post to your account within 1 to 2 billing periods. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So good to know on timing. No gambling. And anything else special here? Don't see if there's anything else special. We should do a live. Keith, you said me and you should do a live. That's funny. For every dollar you spend, you earn 1% cash rewards. Net purchases you make minus, okay, whatever. And then additional 3% everywhere else. Okay. I'm trying to see. Maybe you can get them somewhere. Get something. No. Do cash rewards expire? They do not expire while the credit account is open. Good to know. Okay, all makes sense. What can you redeem your rewards for? You can redeem rewards for a variety of uses, including cash redemption, charitable donations, purchase, merchandise, physical, whatever, travel, and pay with rewards. Okay. You can redeem cash rewards in 25 increments. Unbelievable. But if we could just take those and make them points, transfer it over to our partners. All right, so cool. I think we're good with the Attune. So let's see here. So we got what I got here. Let me get to that after. I just made sure to subscribe on all 3 of my accounts. MR, you're a true consummate professional. I would like to thank you for being so erudite. You and Matt should do a live with both of you applying for it. Yo, that would be so funny. That would be so funny. Could you imagine, like, split screen? I'm just going. He's like, okay, I'm putting this in now. Okay, I'm gonna put my information in. Okay, cool. Let's. Okay, you ready? And apply. Damn, I got denied. And for the $0 fee, you'll get 4x on a bunch of categories, 3x on travel, and gas, 2x everyone else. What is that for? Are you familiar with? Is that what this is? Anthony, have you heard of the U.S. Bank Clone Cards by Elan? The U.S. Bank Cash Plus clone is the max cash preferred, but has different categories in the Cash Plus. It has some Attune categories at 5%. Oh man. Matt's familiar. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know much about U.S. Bank cards, to be honest. Just some stuff on the surface, but I never really looked into them too much. You know, everybody knows the utility one and U.S. Bank Altitude Reserve. Everybody loves talking about that, but I'm not sure. No $500 limits like Capital One Suite. Well, at least a minimum of 1,000. Yeah, and you probably won't get bucketed for sure. But let's see if I can find. Let's see. Why can't I find this online? Only in my email. Maybe if I do some keywords here. Oh, okay. So FICO forums. Let's see. Let's do what Keith said. Let's make this bigger. Curve card closing. Some changes to the Curve beta program. Blah blah blah. Yeah, July 8th. It's done. Since launching it from our Dumbo office. Thanks. I love that name. Love it. We've been quietly working in the background to incorporate your insights. Okay, cool. And currently offer termination of your credit card account with Hatch Bank for the past 2 years. Yeah, man, sad. Over 5 million customers worldwide. Wow. The one Carl to rule them all. See, Interesting. See, like the thing is with Curve is, well, originally when Calby, brought it to the market, the idea was he was doing it with the built cards this way. Every transaction within 30 days can fall in the first. So the Curve kind of circumvented that whole system and basically broke built to the point where they had to change the policy. But if you actually look into it, I wonder if I could find it actually. I might be able to go into it. But the Curve card in the EU has a subscription service, but allows you to go back in time much further. I think it's actually, oh God, I can't type with one finger. So am I spelling things right? Allows you to go back in time much further. Dumbo is such a stupid neighborhood name and acronym. Oh my God, it's named after an elephant. You'll never forget it. Come on, MR, it's too good. All right, so let's see. So I see. Okay, so starting at $6 per month. So let's see. So like, here's the deal. If you get the Curve Metal, which is, this is EU, right? So we're in pounds, $18 per month. Curve Metal, your card. So you can have an unlimited amount of cards. So let's think of an idea where we have a card that has rotating categories. Maybe it's a Freedom Flex, and they're both MasterCards. So cool, they're on the network. Oh, and actually in the EU it says works with all MasterCard and Visa cards. Okay. Because I believe in the US it was only debit Visa cards, so that's good to know. So I mean, are there any Visa cards that have rotating categories? But where to go back in time? So here, go back in time, previous payments. So up to 120 days. So we're talking 4 months. If you're paying that 18 per month, I don't know if it's worth it for 18 per month, but you'd have to do some math. But what if you can what if theoretically every 4 months, since the rotating categories in the Freedom Flex change, all those purchases that hopefully they land on something you're paying a lot of money on, if you can just rewind it 120 days and put it all within that certain category, even after the charges are long and gone, throw it back on the Flex during the period where you can get 5% back. I mean, you're effectively turning your 1% into 5% with the Curve card every single time. So, that's fairly interesting. And I guess if you wanted to cut that in half, just $10 a month, or even, $6 a month, up to 60 days, up to 90 days. So that's, or I guess they have a limit up to 2,000 per calendar month, which, I don't know. It shouldn't be an issue if you're talking the 5% categories, but yeah, man, that's pretty interesting. So I'm just thinking of a world. Are there any other cards out there? I'm not thinking of any right now, other than the Flex that has the rotating category. I mean, I guess Discover, right? Discover, it's got some 5%. Don't they have their categories, whatever, rotating categories? So any card that you have to, because now built's done. So any card that you can manipulate and change the date that it was issued on, and you can get more multipliers on that said date, forget it. That could be some good value. And I bet a lot of people would pay $10 a month or the $6 per month for that. And also don't forget, the 1% cashback, which is what we got in the US for the first, well, forget it. It depends. I think it was the first 6 months. And then for every referral you got, it was another month. So Calby literally had like 5 years worth of 1% cashback. The funniest thing ever. Sadly, all the cards are freaking, now all of a sudden they're throwing a wrench in it and now they're closing our cards. But hey, listen, it got people experienced and a lot of people cash back. I think I earned over $100 in cash back with my Curve card during that time period. So I mean, if you think about it, 1% cash back, how much to break even on, $6 a month, $10 a month, when you're also including the 6% back on, or the 5% back on like a Freedom Flex or a Discover. Interesting. Just something to think about. And actually, Icarus says I get the Curve Light in the US if it comes out. Well, that's what we had, man. We had the Curve Light. Or do you mean, do you mean light or do you mean like this? But yeah, we had the Curve Light. Actually, we actually had a hybrid. We had the Curve Light, but we had some other like unlimited categories here that we were allowed. But it's pretty good. like the 1%. Like we got the 1% on the light, which is great. Especially if you can earn in Bitcoin or something. That's cool. Now, I wanted to ask you guys about this because I really wasn't familiar, and probably I'll look it up now. But worldwide airport lounge key access. Do you know what that is? I really don't know what that is. I have no idea. I saw it in a benefit somewhere. I can't remember where. It was like a part of. It might have actually been Mastercard World Elite as well, where it had lounge key access, but I couldn't find any real details on it. Maybe I just didn't look hard enough. But what is the deal with that lounge key access? Like, are those good lounges? Is that priority pass? Like, what is that? If you guys have experience with it. So that's just my idea with Curve. And then again, like I said, if anybody wasn't here, you can pair this with your Attune card, and you essentially waiving all the foreign transaction fees. Like, that's powerful. That's powerful. Hopefully, it works the same way. Maybe it won't. Maybe they realize like, oh, we have to accept, we have to. We'll take that foreign transaction fee. But who really knows? Who knows? But if so, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Something to think about with the Curve card, for sure. What do we have here? We got oh my God, we have none other than Dugras with Dugras rewards. That's great. Wait, and with, how did you do that, Icarus? How the hell did you get a Dugras? Oh my God, that's so funny. Dugras, you have no idea. I really don't want to break the fourth wall, but Dugras, you have no idea how many times at night I'm thinking of you, and I'm joking with my wife, and yes, you can take that however you want it. And we're like, Dugras is so ridiculous. like the shorts that you made with being in prison, and sitting on the bench talking about the gift card. And it's so fun. Starting your other video the other day, driving and singing. Was it Wicked? Was it a Wicked musical? Why am I forgetting? Oh my God, I don't know. But we spend more time than we would like to admit laughing at some of the stuff you've done. Just being funny. So I will, you're great, Dugras. And Dugras, we were my wife was speculating because she was something of a theater kid at one point. We were wondering if you were you in theater as a kid as well. Because like you're just too good. Like you're too good with your mannerisms. I'm just gonna say it now. You're literally like, Sound of Music. Thank you, QC man. Sound of Music. Like I couldn't. But when you were talking about being in prison, you were like, live from the Polk County prison. Like the way you bounced on your toes, and you were like, I guess it was all a misunderstanding. I was like, that's a movie. Like the way you bounced at your inflection, the way you looked at the camera, I'm like, that's a movie. Like perfect acting. I was like, you've done something like that. I don't know. I think maybe I'm wrong, but I appreciate it. I was in the 8th grade play. Let's go. Okay, we knew it. Very nice, very nice. It was too perfect, man. MR, his favorite musical was probably Once Upon a Mattress. Oh my God. Oh no. Dugras, you shouted out my second channel, my secret second channel that I don't use anymore. But man, we got to shout out your second channel, friggin' mattress reviewer. It's too bad you don't post there anymore. I would love to watch. But sorry with that. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, Dugras, but I just want to let you know, that we appreciate everything you do, and all the wisdom you're dropping. Swipe fees in the EU are much less. They probably have to charge 3 to 4x more per month. It's good thinking. That is good thinking for the Curve card. Yeah. And it has a feature to create business receipts for taxes for all your transactions. That's very cool too, because freaking Calby tells me, he's like, oh, go in found and put all your business write-offs in there, and then it keeps it organized. But hey, if Curve does it immediately, I'm just going to pay everything I can with my Curve card. And if it accepts Visa and MasterCard, all my ink cards are going on the Curve card. Why would it not? John says Lounge Key is basically the same as Lounge Buddy from what I read. You get access to whatever lounges they have in their network. No Sky Clubs or Centurion, obviously. So that's good to know. Because if like MasterCard World Elite does come with a Lounge Key and you can gain access to all these lounges, probably not free, or is it free? I mean, hey man, That might be something to look into. That definitely might be something to look into. And then Dugar's I tried because I wanted Visa, and yeah, it can't be done, sadly. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. I lost it. The EU and everything. Interesting. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm trying to see if this is. I'm looking at something now. Oh, that's right. If you guys, you can add your name to the wait list to the new Curve card, which I probably would recommend. I mean, it doesn't hurt you to do it. You might as well, because if it does come out with a substantial offer, like just that 1% cash back on top of everything is pretty powerful. So that would be cool. That would be very, very cool if that were possible. But yeah, man, not too bad. Not too bad. So I don't know how did oh, Icarus, let me cut myself off. I just realized Anthony doesn't live in his Tesla. It's the office. It's not a Tesla. It's an office. Okay. And I do, but it's, it's in the shop. So it's perpetually in the shop when I'm in here. I guess you're still going. I guess your stamina can never be questioned. Oh, forget it. If we just had like chats going if I was just like had endless whatever, yeah, I'll go forever. Who cares? As long as people are here and want to be here, I'll be here forever. One of these days, maybe we'll do a 24-hour stream. However, I think YouTube only allows 12 hours at a time. I could be wrong, but I think it might be 12 is the max, and then it like cuts off, and then you have to restart the stream and everything. So maybe one of these days we'll do. I mean, I did an 8-hour stream with Calby once. It was like nothing, So, so I don't know. Are there any other topics you guys want to hit, or should we call it quits for the day? I mean, that was pretty fun. This was supposed to be just a test, and I'm very happy the way it worked out. So I appreciate everybody who's here and did it with me, because I got to learn a lot on the fly. So that was good. And again, just being gracious. I'm not alone on these streams. Anymore. It's been a long time, so it's pretty. I was a little nervous. You never know. I was a little nervous getting on here. Dugras, did you see that Hertz car rental is selling 3-year-old Teslas for $25K each? Seems like nobody wants to rent them. Yeah, I wish I looked into that a little bit more. I don't actually know what the deal was. Was it that was it that they really over bought? Like I don't know if they actually finished their 100K order of the Model 3s. And I think some Model Ys. If that was just over ordering and like they really overshot what they would thought they could rent out. But I mean, from their point of view, it was always the maintenance costs and the savings on their electric vehicles. They were like overhauling a lot of their facilities, all those different things. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't really know. I wonder how many they are selling, or if that's just the headline. How many are they actually selling for $25K each? Are they the ones that they've, there's like a few of them that are 3 years old? I mean, actually now at this point, they all are 3 years old, because that news came out in 2021, I believe. Yeah, it was in 2021. So I guess they are all 3 years old. Oh God. Well, hey man, if you're in the market for Tesla, that might be a good deal. I heard they sold their whole fleet of EVs. Yeah, why would they do that? Why would they do that? Did they just not? Like, the only thing I could think is, well, one, I mean, infrastructure costs, but they would have thought about that beforehand. But maybe the user experience. But not everyone knows how to drive a Tesla. Like you literally have to have someone show you how to do it for the first time. Like you have the key card, you have to press it in between the console, excuse me, and and then you have to, and then the one pedal driving. How do you even get the car to drive? You have to push the stalk down all the way. If you do it halfway, it's neutral. So you wouldn't even think to do that. Potentially because they were charging people to fill up their tank with gas when they were renting fully electric cars. Were they really? They were like, make sure it comes back with a full tank, all right? And they hand you the card. Like, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Unreal. Yeah, I wonder. Business customers don't have time to charge things. Yeah, I can see that. That's why it's like they should just eat that cost, upcharge on the. But again, they might have just had people that got stranded. They're like, I'm not going to use I don't know how to use a Tesla. Like a lot of people don't want to use the GPS for the Tesla, but why it's so good is because it's going to route you to a charger before you can ever die. So it's like you never should have that situation happen. What's happening? EVs are flopping. The secondhand market is down 30%. They aren't selling as much as EVs, as much as EVs, as new EVs. Yeah, I would say so. It's a little tough because the reason they shot up so much during that time period was a lot of it was as much as people believed it was a thing or not, but I guess the supply chain issues, there were a lack thereof. I mean, I'm talking maybe specifically for Teslas, but I think the whole car market just has a lack thereof, had a lack thereof volume output on all of their cars. Whatever EV, plug in your name. At that time during 2020, when the Tesla prices were going up so high, Tesla was only delivering 500,000 vehicles a year, and now they're doing 3x that, or a little more than 3x that. So I think part of it was the lack thereof EVs just out there being built, produced, and delivered, coupled with all the supply chain issues with chips, and then I guess less cars are being made, and also that was also EV craze, so a lot more people kind of wanted them. So I think it was a perfect mix of everything to allow those prices to go up so much. But now more companies are ramping production, and there's more EVs out there, and the idea of them have come down just a little bit, I would say, even though they are taking over market share in a lot of other countries, and it's in the US as well. It's just it's not as hot as it was a few years ago, and I think things will just kind of slowly creep for now. I mean, having said that, I will say I was thinking about it the other day. My Tesla, I bought it in 2021, and I think I'm down, because I think I put 25K down, if I'm right or wrong. I'm not sure. It might have been 20 or 25K. And I think if I sold now, I would keep like 15 to 20. Like I would have 15 to 20 in K after I pay off the balance. So I was thinking about it, I was like, I mean, the car was worth whatever, it was like 37. I think I bought it for 37, and I got like a few thousand in tax credits in New York at that time. So I didn't really lose much on it. It just depends if you did buy, like I bought at the low that Tesla ever offered for the Model 3, I think, or maybe the second lowest. But if people bought like the 46s, like a lot of people did, I mean, you're severely hurt. It depends on interest rate as well, but you definitely got hurt. Because like my car was worth 55 at one point. I think I could have sold it for like 53 or 55 when the market was the hottest. So I was like, oh, I'm up 20K. So I thought I was killing it. But yeah, it's crazy how these things quickly change, huh? Interesting. Bad drivers driving an EV could be bad for the car's longevity. Anthony tried to convince me to put my EV on Turo. Yeah, I mean, it's really not. I mean, it's crazy because people are putting there. I don't want to say the word, Keith. Please, can I say this word without you attacking me? Cybertruck on Turo, and I want to rent one. I want to see what it's like. But I'm surprised they have it on Turo. It's pretty scary. But they have like $1,000 like deposit and security measures and whatnot. It's pretty crazy. Battery costs have come down dramatically, and that affects some of the MSRP of EVs. That is very true. Tesla on their earnings call did mention that a lot of the companies have backed out of buying a lot of the raw materials for batteries, which has now lost their, have now lowered their, the cost of goods, whatever. So this way, their margins are going to be a little bit better, hopefully. But yeah, it seems like a lot of people have pulled down, not buying as much of the raw materials, not buying as many of the chips. So prices definitely come down, and I guess maybe passing down things, to the consumer. Did you hear Tesla's going to charge a guy $50K for reselling a Cybertruck, which won't fit in this parking spot? Are they really? See, I don't believe it. I think these are headlines because I see there's literally somebody in Greenville selling their Cybertruck. I think there's like one for sale for like 100K, or I see so many listed for sale. I don't think they got to do anything. I think a lot of it was just legal. I don't know. Maybe just what do you call that? Deterrence. I think you're just putting deterrence this way. People wouldn't do it, but I mean, maybe it's true. Maybe they will find people. That'd be so freaking sucky. He ordered the truck when he had a house. He got divorced, moved to an apartment. Now on foot. Oh my god, could you imagine? That won't be good press, man. The guy should have measured it. Oh god, if only. If only he could. I believe it's as long as a Ford F-150, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it is. Wow, all day live. I guess it. Oh, it's been 2.5 hours. Jesus, I didn't even realize. Yeah, it was like I was testing things and I had fun. I don't know what's going on, Mike. Love that new profile picture, baby. Look at that. Look at him sitting in that business class flight, or is it first class? I don't know, but that looks nice. Very nice. Very very cool. Um, yeah, so I don't know. The EV market, it's tumultuous times. A lot of tumultuous times for sure. Um, I don't know. All I really care about is self-driving cars. That's all I want, and I'll be happy. Michael Wong, congrats on the Mac. How's it treating you? It's going freaking good, man. I'm actually. Oh, what the hell is behind me? What the hell is that? Remote. Hey, Ramona. Meow. Just sitting. All right. Unreal. Would you guys believe that the one cat I've ever owned happened to be freaking a Calby cat? And you know what's funny? Calby, you guys remember Calby used to be a cat on camera. Um, literally, I think she is a Calby cat. Like if you type in Calbee, it's literally her. And it's funny that his name is Calby. It's kind of happenstance, but they also switched to new battery chemistries that have lowered the cost by a lot. Iron. Yeah, it's true. Get the iron phosphates out there. Interesting. I remember they were trying to experiment with, wasn't it lack thereof cobalt for the cooling section of, I think there was an idea where you can extract the electricity out in a more efficient way through different measures. So this way you didn't have as much of a cooling process, which upped the efficiency and lowered the cost of goods. So I don't really know. Maybe I'm too in the weeds, but it's a tiger. It's cat invasion. Yeah. And she's attacking the tree. Like, what are you doing? Like really? Like, come on. You can't be doing that. Oh my gosh. She is really she's actually like the worst cat ever. Like I've never met a cat that actually like just attacks you for no reason. like great. Like you're a great person. Freaking unreal. I'm gonna have to stop her. So I don't know. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I don't know. Anything else? Anything else before we sign off? Because I think I hit everything I wanted to hit. This was cool. This was a lot of fun. I guess I had this question earlier, but I wondered what you guys would think because I really am contemplating that. I wonder if it would be possible if I don't know, maybe there'd be too much to go through. I was thinking like, could I be so efficient that this whole stream where I talked about the Attune card, if I cut out all the other random parts and it was just like going through and then like cutting it and then be like, oh wow, you could have this. I wonder if that would make for a video. Would that make for an actual video that people would watch? I'm really contemplating. That'd be pretty cool. Or should I just like, do an actual one? I don't know. It's something I was thinking about. And I thought was interesting. Let me make sure. Yeah. Okay. So we're good. So, all right. Yeah. If there's nothing else, I appreciate you guys for being here for I said a million times, but my first solo stream in a while. So it means a lot. It means a lot. I guess not every you know I'm just so used to having people come on, and I like to talk about them. And I'm used to being the dumbest in the room, so that's the idea. And Sendo, I'm sorry. Of course, I get here when it's ending. Yeah, man. I mean, it doesn't have to, but I think we're probably good. I think we'll save it and we'll do. I think I might actually do the next live. Might be a live watch me apply with Ian Cash. I think I'll do that. I think that'll be a lot of fun. It'd be cool, and I might actually. I don't know. I might double whammy it or something. That'd be cool. I don't know. We'll I think I'll do that. I think I'll do a live watch me apply with the cash, So I think that'll be fun. Look at this. Look at this. Climbing the tree. Come on. Anyway, sorry. I keep distracting myself. So yeah. So the long story short, I won't ramble anymore. Thank you guys very much for being here. I wanted to also mention the Xavier super chat 10 spot. I appreciate you. JJ with the 2, John with the 5. Thank you so much for you guys for the super chats. It really does mean the world to me, man. It's a crazy community we got here, and it's you know, there's no. I mean, we know you already know my thoughts on this community. It's the only one. It's the only one for me. It's the only one that I care to be a part of. Uh, it's like the most valuable thing we can ever talk about is these crazy cards and how we can keep achieving life changing vacations with it for as cheap as possible. It's my favorite thing in the world. And the fact that we have, I guess we had 40 something people in here at one point. We got 30 people in here that are all interested in that as well is absolutely amazing. So I think, I think that's very, very cool. And we are a motley crew of odd ducks. Correct. We could all come together for this one thing. So yeah. So I appreciate you all for being here again. Super chats and for me bumbling my way through this test here. So we'll do some more fun stuff with this. I think we'll do a credit live maybe next week or this week, and then we'll do a live watch. Oh, I think that'd be cool. Okay. Anyway, have fun. Enjoy your Saturday. Keep killing it, whatever you're doing, and I guess just have fun. All right. So I guess take care, everybody, and I guess for everyone here, we'll see you in the Discord. All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate you.